keep calling the phone.
I know she wanna laying it up in that bitch, she wearing Prada. 20 of her friends be that Delilah. See us get the line, I know she about it. I know she about it. I know she wanna laying it up in that bitch, she wearing Prada. 20 of her friends be that Delilah. See us get the line, I know she about it. I know she about it. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We don't wanna go too hard.
You keep calling the phone. You keep calling the phone. You keep calling the phone. You keep calling the phone.
I know she wanna laying it up in that bitch, she wearing Prada. 20 of her friends be that Delilah. See us get the line, I know she about it. I know she about it. I know she wanna laying it up in that bitch, she wearing Prada. 20 of her friends be that Delilah. See us get the line, I know she about it. I know she about it. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We don't wanna go too hard.
I just can't erase my thoughts of you. I just can't erase. I just can't erase my thoughts of you. I just can't erase. I just can't erase. I just
Happy Friday! Oh my God! Happy Friday, everyone. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well out there? Uh, how's everyone? Everyone doing well out there? Okay. Hi, guys. Happy Friday. Hello, AMA. We it's a Friday. Yay for Fridays. For those of you who get some time off with the weekends coming up, yay, right? Now, we have some things to talk about. We're going to do some fun shit. Okay? We're going to do some fun shit because it's a Friday and those are our fun days. But as always, though, whenever we do a fun Friday, there's always some stuff that ain't that fun because it is America. I am in America, so there's always some horrible thing happening to talk about somewhere in the world, if not just America. Okay, but we're going to start today, guys. I'm gonna say hi to everyone, and then we're gonna do our Kahoot. Well, we actually might do some news and then a Kahoot. So I do have a Kahoot. It's kind of a weird Kahoot. Ooh, but so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so let me see who we have here. First of all, we have James Nordoff. Hello, James Nordoff. How are you doing, James Nordoff? So glad you're here. So glad you're here, James Nordoff. Hello, AMA. AMA is here. So glad you're here, AMA. As always, we always love having AMA around. Hello, Dolly Boy. For those who don't know, Dolly Boy is Cycling Boy. Okay, Dolly Boy is Cycling Boy. Um, so hello, Dolly Boy. So glad you're here. Hello, Louise. Louise, so glad you're here, Louise. So glad you're here. I hope you're nowhere near the wildfires that have been happening in the UK. Same with you. Actually, I know Dolly Boy isn't. I think they're in Suffolk. Suffolk or I'm not quite sure. I can't quite remember. I think some of them are in Suffolk. Anyway. Hello, Macon. How are you doing, Macon? Wish you took the day off. Oh my God, I don't blame you, Macon. I know you work a lot. Jesus Christ. Don't you love capitalism, Macon? So glad you're here, Macon. Hello, Fetty. Good morning, Fetty. I am doing very well, Fetty. I hope you're doing well. As always, you have to go to an appointment today, so you can't stay. But you'll post pics later in Discord. If I see anything neat, please do, Fetty. Oh my God, please share the joy. Okay, share the joy of your experience. Oh, well, that sounded so stupid. Anyway, you know what I mean, okay? We love your photos. Let's see here. Hello, elevator lady. Hello, elevator lady. How are you doing, elevator lady? So glad you're here, elevator lady. We had a lovely book club meeting last night. Even though it did kind of devolve at certain points as normal, we did have a good book club meeting last night. I recommend everyone join the book club. The book we're reading, the book we're reading is called The Jakarta Method by Bevins. And it is very good. It is a very good book. I read it a long time ago, but I'm rereading it for the book club because I forgot how good it is. He's very good at how he writes and stuff. So I recommend you guys join. You don't even have to read the book. Just fucking come and watch. Okay, just listen. Ride the Skies. Hello. I see why Stevens wasn't showing her internal polls. Yep, Ride the Skies. Yay. Fuck her. I'm glad she's losing. We're going to talk about that. We do have some good news this morning, folks, that I'm going to briefly tell you all about before we do our Kahoot. And as a reminder, guys, I'm going to be ending stream a bit early today. That's partially why I started just a little bit earlier because I won't be streaming tomorrow. But I'll make up for it by streaming more next week. Okay. Sometimes I take a weekend off. I'm going to go to Indianapolis. So just to let you all know, hello, AMA. I already said hello to you. Hello, Jay Williams Art. Everyone check out Jay Williams Art's art. If you join our Discord, which is linked at the top of the Twitch chat and the bottom of the YouTube chat, click the link there, join it, find his profile, open it up. There are links in his profile to his art. He does great art. All right. So please, and he takes commissions. Hope you're doing well there, Jay Williams. Are you going to apply for those openings at the hospital you volunteer at? Because I remember you saying that they opened up a bunch of new positions. Let me know. I'm curious. May Bussell, 1.3 million people have been expelled from their homes in Lebanon by Israeli terrorists since March 2nd, 2026. Yeah, of course. I mean, Nazis are going to do what Nazis are going to do, Maybasel. Like, what, did you think that they were going to be nice or something? Okay, I'm joking, Maybasel, but yeah, right, it's horrific because Israel's a Nazi state. It's a genocidal Nazi apartheid state that is like doing active Lebensraum. They're a bunch of fucking monsters. So I'm not surprised at all, okay? Not surprised at all. So it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh no, Maybasol, please drop. It's okay. Drop the depressing facts because again, even our fun streams have depression in them because it's the current state of the world that kind of makes it impossible for the fun streams to be fun. So it's fine. Let's see here. Jay Williams says, "Put the fun in fascism." What the fuck, Jay Williams? There is no fun in fascism. Literally, there's no fun in fascism. There isn't. So what the fuck does that mean? Anyway. I'm glad Louise, nothing bad there. Hello, Tater Tot. Tater Tot, I'm so glad you're here, Tater Tot. I don't know why my voice is so crackly. I don't know why. Maybe I'm going through puberty. I don't know. God, that's a little bit better. Hello, Tater Tot. So glad you're here. Jeez. LaQuabwa, look at this clown going live earlier than normal. LaQuabwa, I swear to God, I'm not a fucking clown, LaQuabwa. You know it. You know just how to trigger me. Okay, I'm a jester, not a fucking clown, LaQuabwa. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, LaQuabwa. We all love LaQuabwa on here, okay? We all love LaQuabwa on here. LaQuabwa's great. Come and watch, you say? LaQuabwa, you dirty dog, you dirty dog, you. Anyway, okay. Let's see here. You did, Jay Williams. You sent the applications yesterday morning. Fantastic. Very glad to hear that. Let us know how it goes. Okay. Antifa U says it's always fun to make the fool cry. Doug, I swear to God, Doug, you've successfully made me cry several times. Okay, several times. All right, hilarious. I hate you, by the way. Okay. Hello, I am Sammy. Welcome back, I am Sammy. I hope you're doing well. I am Sammy says, "Good morning, beautiful souls. I hope you had a wonderful day. You too, I am Sammy. I hope you're having a lovely day as well. Really. Glad to see you back here. Hello, Matt Saigai. Matt Saigai's here. Matt Saigai, I know you have a new job. You've been super busy. I hope everything is going well for you. I know we haven't seen you as much because you're so busy, but I guess it's good. At least you have a job. But I hope it's going well for you, as well as a job can go. Let's put it that way. All right. So, hello, Dr. Matt Saigai. All right. Hello, Jonas. Jonas is here. How are you doing, Jonas? How are you doing, Jonas? I'm so glad you're here, Jonas. As always, Jonas, a massively established member of the community. Okay. Hello, Jonas. Always happy to see you. I hope you're not near the wildfires at all, too, in the UK, Jonas. I don't think you are, as I recall. I think I know where you are in the UK or around where you are from what you've said before. But yeah. Anyway. So you're right, Doug. Crying is an act of being human. Is human and an act of resistance. That is true. Okay. No, he has said it before, Matt Saigai. He has said it before. Okay. All right. God. Right. Screw you, Matt Saigai. All right. Okay, guys. So, Matt Saigai, you did that just to fucking trigger me, didn't you, Matt Saigai? You fucking tried to trigger me. Okay. Anyway. So let's go on, guys. You know what, AMA, I hate you so much. I hate you so much, AMA. Here. I'll tell them your exact address, AMA. It's I don't know where you are, but anyway. Okay, let's go on here. Let's go on. So I thought we could start. I want to wait for a couple minutes to see who else comes in. Of course, Trump failed. You know how it goes, Trump failed. Everyone check out Trump Failed's channel as well on YouTube. Trump Failed has a YouTube channel. Check that shit out, please. Check out that shit, please. Has anyone seen Outer Signal? I haven't seen him for a bit. I wanted to thank him, but that's okay. Mellow Munchies has hair. Oh God, I'm choking again. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Hello, Mellow Munchies. How are you doing, Mellow Munchies? You guys can't see my face, can you? No, you can't. Hello, Mellow Munchies. I'm so glad you're here, Mellow Munchies. I'm so glad you're here, Mellow Munchies, as always. Mellow Munchies, another established member of the community. Great having Mellow Munchies here, as always. We love Mellow Munchies. All right, he's been around. Okay, Doug. All right, so thank you, Doug. OS said you're problematic. LaQuabwa, I swear to God, that makes me scared. Are you being serious? Did he? What did I do that was wrong? I love Outer Signal. Like, I hope you're joking. Okay, anyway. Sam gave him a Matt Saigai. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God, Matt Saigai. I'm not going to say that out loud. Shame on you, Matt Saigai. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Mellow Munchies. Yay. Thank you. I'm surviving. I'm glad, Mellow Munchies. Okay. So, guys, let's do some news items. We're only going to do 3 to create some more time for more people to get in here before we start the Kahoot. The Kahoot is a weird one. It is not just about what we've learned. I kind of added some science and another subject that you guys won't like, but we've never done it before. And we have STEM people in here that might appreciate it. There are a few things from what we've learned, but there's also stuff that's unrelated. That's like basic STEM stuff, just to see how you all do. Okay. Regardless, let's do some news items first. The first news items here, we're going to, oh my fucking God. Okay, well, it might be, Lloyd, so it actually might be. So, here you have, this I thought was funny, just for the sake of shits and giggles. Um, the Trump administration was at a global AIDS conference. Okay, I mean, the State Department went to a global AIDS conference, and they pulled up a image of Africa with all the countries labeled. Alas, all the countries were labeled incorrectly on the map. And it turns out that they had used AI to make the map and didn't even check it to see if it got it right. So they mislabeled all the countries on this map. And that's just, a minor humiliation that our country has, the United States has gone, one more minor humiliation that we are constantly being exposed to. Okay, the Trump administration is being ridiculed as a laughingstock after a map used in a State Department presentation during a global AIDS conference mislabeled every African country. Yeah, isn't this fun, guys? This makes us look so great, doesn't it? I mean, a lot of Americans aren't that great, let's be honest, but I do sometimes, as much as I don't like the United States, wish it didn't make me look bad, because I'm gonna have to when I go overseas, I'm gonna tell everyone I'm Canadian or something. Like I don't really want to be associated with this mess. I don't fucking know, LaCroix. Like, isn't that so fucking stupid? Like, why don't you just get a fucking map? But no, they can't do that apparently. So the State Department blamed a staffer who was hastily making changes to the of course they did. Changes to the presentation. The map was put together by AI. I know, right, Mellow Munchies? Maybe I need to upload one, but oh my god. Okay. The map showed Nigeria, where the U.S. currently has several hundred troops deployed, as landlocked in the Sahara Desert. Mozambique, which is in southeastern Africa, was relocated to the Horn of Africa, while Ivory Coast in West Africa was placed on the other side of the continent. Oh my goodness, that's not fun. Okay. Oh, thank you, Matt Side Guy. Ooh, stop it. Stop it, Matt Side Guy. Okay. So, like, that wasn't great. So I just thought that was really fucking funny. I will say, as much as I don't like Obama, his former National Security Council official sent out a tweet that said, "Great work here, Marco Rubio. Great work," which I just thought was kind of silly. Okay, AMA, what's wrong, AMA? Why are you using the sad Pepe today? Why are you doing so much sad Pepe? Okay, just kidding. Some case, I'm surprised. No, I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't have Rhodesia on the map either. Dolly boy, like seriously, Macon. Sometimes I'm surprised they don't just think Africa is itself a country rather than a continent. Oh my fucking god, I know, Macon, right? I fucking know. Oh my god. Oh, that's fair, AMA. Okay. Yeah, but Obama wore a tan suit one time. I know, right? Look, it's so fucking stupid. It's not whatever it is. I don't know what the fuck it's called, Matt Side Guy. Okay, I know. There we go, Tater Tot. You found a good one. Okay, so I just thought that was kind of a fun story for a Friday. God bless this country. God bless it. All right. Here we have this is kind of a dark story. This is from Yahoo Finance, though it is like, yeah, God bless America, right, Mellow Munchies? Um, Another Swolitarian. Welcome back, another Swolitarian. I'm just wondering if Fetterman will start wearing suits when he switches to the Republican Party, since they care so much about that. Well, right, another Swolitarian? Probably not. Because as long as they have a good, loyal Zionist, they'll be fine. They don't really care about the suits, I'm sure. They'll be like, hey, we don't give a fuck. Except but he better not dress like a woman, though, because then they'll lose their minds, because you know how they are. Okay. So anyway, but yes. Okay. So listen, I don't know if you guys heard this story. This is kind of fun. This is kind of a fun one. It's not actually at all. So, uh, what is the name of that company? Okay, what is it called? I forget what it's called. AI companies, guys, have been taking books and then scanning them into AI servers and whatever the fuck they're called because I'm not a computer scientist and then destroying the books. And they're just so like hundreds, if not thousands, of books being scanned into AI servers and then destroyed, kind of like a big book burning. Now, what is this about? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to dance, Matt Saigai. I will jog and then I'll dance. Okay, so why are they doing this shit? Why are they doing this shit? Well, it gets around a legal loophole because if you think about it, they're stealing intellectual property, right? They're stealing copyrighted material, technically, if you take someone's book and put it into your system without paying bunch for it. So they are destroying the books so that they can claim that they're transforming it into something else. And the courts agree with them apparently and are like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Just put books into your servers and then destroy the books. And that's technically transferring the, like a transforming the material. So it's perfectly legal. That's kind of fucked up. Okay. It's kind of like a weird book burning type thing. And sometimes they're destroying rare editions of the books. Literally, they're destroying rare editions of the books. So that's great. That's great. Love that for us. Matt Saigai, you like book burning, don't you? No, Matt Saigai, not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. So Matt Saigai says, "What addictions do you have, Sam? Sex." Anyway, I'm just kidding. I don't. I don't know. I just felt like yelling out something. Who knows? Siliquabwat, wonder how much they had to pay off. Don't you clip that. Don't you clip that. Okay. I wonder how much they had to pay off the judge to agree with them. True. Right? Okay. Sam, you're missing the part where they are rare books and often only know. Yes, like I said, Doug, they're often rare books. They're often fucking rare books. Okay. So they're often just destroying rare books. Also, just destroying all this shit. Okay, it's like, okay. So, yeah. So that's fun. That's good. You know, just kind of more cute stuff happening in the world. Like, it's kind of a little cute story I wanted to share with all of you. If I whisper it, it doesn't sound as bad. Okay? So let's go on now. Let's go on. So that was another cute little story here. Oh my god, I should keep jogging because I really need some exercise instead of standing here all day. So, okay. Last little story that's actually quite positive, really. That's actually a good thing. A kind of a good thing is that El Sayed, the last poll taken in the Michigan race between El Sayed and Stevens it shows that El Sayed is 15 points ahead of Stevens. Now, this is just one poll. So don't think that this means like for certain he's going to win, obviously. But the election is on Monday, and this latest poll shows out El Sayed with a 15-point lead, which I support. That is great. Okay, please God. Yeah, Le Quabois, and it might have been the debate. It might have been bad polling. It might be that this is a bad poll. Exactly, Louise. Exactly. Louise says, I don't believe polls, and that is a very good way to approach this. The best thing to look at are aggregates of polls, and even those have been recently have seemed to be more flawed than normal. Regardless, it's a good sign because yes, if this is accurate, it's going to be a runaway. And all the other polls were showing that he was behind or about even with her. And then this new poll shows 15 points. Now, this is one poll, but I wanted to give you all a little bit of hope that he may very well come out on top in Michigan, which would be very good. Okay. Now, obviously, he is not as far left as most of us are, but we'll take what we can get at this point. Okay. We'll take what we can get. It would be great, though. I think it would be good for him to win. And it would be another sign of sort of left rising in the country, okay, which we're seeing a lot happening, okay? Left adjacent people rising across the country. Matt Saigai, yes, we're reading the Jakarta Method, which is a really good book, Matt Saigai, and you should read it. You really should. That's really good. I think there's actually some stuff that are pretty relevant to you, I think. Anyway, so okay. Another Swolitarian. I think we can trust these not because they're accurate, but because they're based off the 2024 turnout models, which are no longer accurate. So they're overestimating progressive turnout and simultaneously estimating youth turnout, which should balance out. I'm expecting both him and Han to get 58 to 62%. Okay, another Solitarian. I will remember that prediction. If you get it right, I will give you credit. I literally do that. So that sounds excellent. I would love that if that's the case. So you're giving me hope, another Solitarian. Okay. Um, yes. So that sounds great. I do hope that's the case. Han, by the way, recently did a debate where she did really well. Maybe we'll watch some of that today at some point if we have time. Matt Saigai, I bought a new book. Here Where We Live is Our Country, The Story of the Jewish Bund. Ooh, Matt Saigai, that is a fantastic book. Okay, that's a really good book. The Jewish buns were very cool. Okay, Jewish bund, excuse me. Very cool. All right. That's another Ride the Skies. Coming to Palestine is also is a good book. You all are reading really good books, okay? So you guys, but really, all of you should join our reading club because we read books together. You don't even have to read them. Just come to them and listen. You don't even have to be reading the book. You can just come in. We talk about what the books say and stuff. So even if you haven't read it, and we put PDFs of the books so you don't have to purchase the books or anything. Right now we're reading the Jakarta Method. Okay, so anyway, you're reading Atlas. Laquabwa, I can't. What? No, bad Laquabwa. I'm not even going to say that out loud. Okay, fine, I'll say it out loud. Laquabwa says I'm reading Atlas Shrugged. Blech. Anne Rand. Oh my God, she's just a rambling lunatic. Okay, anyway, so like I bet Laquabwa. I bet Laquabwa would love to go live in Rapture and Bioshock. I think Laquabwa would love that shit. Loiso says Atlas sharded. Yeah, Atlas did shard, and the name of what Atlas sharded was Atlas Shrugged. Okay. Jay Williams Art said, "You love Ayn Rand, Sam." That weirdly sounded poetic in a weird way, but no, I do not. Okay, I'm reading some. Dolly Boy says I'm reading some book by this World War I, something about his struggles. Dolly Boy, I swear to God, you goddamn Nazi. I swear to God. Okay, Matt Saigai says you should watch Hassan's interview of Norman Finkelstein. It's a 3-hour interview, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, I know where you were yesterday, Matt Saigai. Trust me. That's true, Macon. That's funny to say that. Everyone, Matt Saigai, keeps telling me about Hassan. Oh, Hassan had an interview with Norman Finkelstein. It was 3 hours long. I would rather jump out of a 5-story building than sit through 5 hours of that sexy man interviewing another really cool guy. Okay, actually, I would like that. I would like that. But like, you all know how jealous I am. Okay, I'm very jealous. So you should watch Matt Saigai. You should bring in Norman to your stream. Then how, Matt Saigai? Norman would never come on my stream. It's way too small. Okay, it's a way too small stream at this point. I can send him a message, but I doubt he'll show up. But I'll find out. Okay, Therazone, the Zeron Elite, Abdul El Sayed, welcome. Abdul El Sayed is fantastic. By far my favorite non-socialist politician. Me too. I really like him a lot. I really do. So, Antifa, Hassan Piker had an interview with Mehdi Hassan. Oh, good for him, dog. Good for him. I'm so glad for him. We are Laquaba. We literally, that's what we're gonna watch after the Kahoot. I have it planned. Okay, you've been sending some good ones. You can go to Brooklyn and run into him probably. All right, so let's go on. Whatever. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous. Let's go on, guys. So we're done with this. Let's do our Kahoot. Okay, let's do our Kahoot. One day you'll be interviewing Hassan Piker. One day. I guess. I don't really want to interview Hassan Piker. Not because I don't like him, but I feel like that would be kind of a repetitive conversation. Like, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be. Whatever. I'm not hating on him. There's nothing wrong with Hassan, guys. You know I'm very honest that it's not that I don't like Hassan. I'm just very jealous of him because he has a massive platform and he's very sexy. And he gets all the fucking people to go to his stream and none come to mine. And I mean, you guys are people, of course. I mean, I don't mean to dehumanize all of you. Anyway, guys, I just pasted the link to the Kahoot. If you would like to play the Kahoot, click the link, create a username. This is what we do, folks. So every 2 weeks on a Friday, we play a community Kahoot. Now, if you win the Kahoot, you get crowned the king or queen of fools for the next 2 weeks. All right? The last king of fools was SoCal, and now we'll see who the new king of fools is. Now, oh, excuse me, that was disgusting. I apologize. Jay Williams, you can shut your goddamn mouth, Jay Williams. Okay, so please join the Kahoot. If you don't want to click on the link, you can always go to Kahoot, play kahoot.it, and then put in the game pin, which is at the top of the page you can see here. Either way, either click the fucking link or, join by doing, I'll put the link one more time here in the chat for anyone who wants to join. And this Kahoot, folks, our Kahoots typically include typically only have questions about things I have taught in the last 2 weeks and questions about members of the community. This week, I mixed it up a bit. So this week, we're going to have some questions that I haven't taught you about STEM stuff, just for fun, because we have STEM people in here. So in honor of STEM folks, I put in some STEM kind of questions and some like biology type questions. And there are some questions about what we've learned the last few days. Not that many, and then a few about people in the community, okay? So, really, vegan person? Welcome, vegan person, to the stream. So glad you're here. Vegan person, you should join the fucking game, okay? I don't know why I said fucking at you, vegan person. I don't know you. I apologize. I'm not saying that in a bad way. You know what I mean. I curse all the time like a fucking sailor. So, whatever. Vegan person, so glad you're here. Have you watched the VODs before, the streams without being live? Okay. So, all right. Okay, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people right now. Everyone else better fucking join. Thank you, Venamos. Thank you. God damn it. What is wrong with you people? I swear to God, I took all the fucking time to make this thing, and we only got, what is it? 11 people? Come on. What the fuck? There's almost 20 fucking people. Okay, it's fine. If you can't do it, it's okay. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I don't mean to pressure you. Okay? Hello, Mick Jin is back. Mick Jin, please join the Kahoot, all right? I'm pasting the link in the chat. On every second Friday, we do a community Kahoot, okay? Buns, I like whoever has their name as Buns. That's cute. So we're doing a little bit of Kahoot. Now, this Kahoot will be weird compared to the other ones we do. We'll do this, and then we'll get into our regularly scheduled content, okay? If you want to use that word. Someone named themselves Legs Gone and Nom, which is rude, okay? Because just because I laughed at that veteran, it doesn't mean we need to remember it. That's true. I see the vulgarity as having a nice jump in inflation. That is true. Trump failed. My vulgarity has significantly increased. Union Thug, fantastic. Okay, guys, I'm going to give one more minute. If anyone else wants to join, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people up here. What this game is, guys, if you've never done a Kahoot, is there will be trivia questions, and then you will, on your device, you will select the answer you believe is correct. You have 20 seconds per question. Some of these are going to be harder because some of them, you all are going to hate this, but I thought it would be fun. There are a few math questions in this. I know, you're all going to lose your minds. There are a few math questions in this that are kind of basic high school level math questions. So there might, just for once, there's like the only time I've ever done some math questions. But I know, Jonas, I know you hate me. But then there are some other questions. I know. Wait, guys, now calm down. No, Louise, it's fine. It's fine. Or unless you actually want to delete your name, Louise. But in which case, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to do it. I guess I could delete it for you. Okay, oh, good. We got more people joining. You don't? Okay. But don't worry. There's only a few math questions. Then there's a couple bio questions, some astronomy questions, and then not astrology, astronomy, and then some questions about people in the community, etc. Okay? So, everyone ready? 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, by the way, you're all fucking monsters. I see these names. Someone called themselves Casual Chomsky. Fuck you. Someone else called themselves I'm Horny. Oh my fucking God. What is wrong with you people? Okay, that's it. We're starting the game. Everyone ready? Someone did Sam is dumb. Okay, well, you're dumb, Cody. All right. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Everyone ready? Let's go. That's just the date. Ignore it. I didn't give it a good title. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Question number 1. The quadratic formula is x equals what? Is it x equals b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a? Is it the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2? Or is it opposite b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a? Or is it opposite b minus the square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a? You tell me. You all have learned. Now, wait, okay, Swolitarian, forgive me. Trust me, I promise most of my Kahoots aren't like this. For the new people, don't be pissed off. Don't hate me, okay? Don't hate me. Good, most of you got it. Look. Most of you got it, okay? Yes, vegan person, it's your first live, got you. Most of you got it right, so I'm glad. Oh, well, half of you got it right. Most of you know your quadratic equation. The way to remember this, folks, is opposite b plus or minus, I'm sorry, x equals opposite b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, there we go. Well done. Let's see who got it. Buns, Venamos, Loiso, Crew, Karopi, Casual Chomsky, I'm Horny, Macon, Philly. But okay, you got the point here. Okay. Let's go on here. Okay, let's go on. That's good. Okay. This hero, so this is someone in our community, is very bright, funny, and took the picture below. Who in our community, which some of you might not know because you don't know members of our community, that's okay, join our Discord. This hero is very bright, funny, and took the picture below. Who is it? Is it Fetty Spaghetti, Mellow Munchies, Loiso Crow, or Tolly? Okay. Ooh, we got 11 answers. You just got to guess if you don't know. You just got to guess. And if you're in the community for a few weeks, there will definitely be a question about you. Okay? Who took this picture? And it's not subjective, Philly Cheese. Only one person took that picture. Okay, I could have given more info, but it would have given it away. It was Loiso Crow. Loiso Crow that took that picture. Literally, what should I have done? This hero is from Siberia. This hero is from the country of Russia. Like, what do you like? Anything else would have given it away. Okay, so this hero is very bright, very funny, and took this picture. Okay, whatever. Fuck all of you. Some of you got it. Peeb, Union Thug, Loiso Crow, Philly Cheese, and Legs Gone and Nom. Okay, well done. Well done, folks. All right, I went on vibes. Good, Resident Union Thug. Next question, multiplying fractions. All right, multiply these two fractions. 2/3 times 2/9. Multiply these two fractions. 2/3 times 2/9. Yes, I know, Cody. It's okay. Shh, guys, it's okay. Shh, I know math is scary. I know. It's okay. I'm doing this for the sake of the dear math teachers I worked with, who I love dearly. One of my biggest friends when I was a teacher was a math teacher, and she would appreciate this. So this is in her honor. It's also because I want to torture you a little bit, but don't worry. It's not all math questions. It's not all math questions. All right? 2/3 times 2/9. All right? Correct. Almost all of you got it. It's 4/27. Okay, well done. 4/27. Okay. Excellent. Practically everyone got it, so I'm not going to name everyone, but well done. Philly has the highest answer streak of 3. Well done, Philly Cheese. Though some people might have the same answer streak. Next. Dividing fractions. Ooh, ready to divide some fractions, folks? Divide 1/3 by 4/9. How do you divide 1/3 by 4/9? Don't tell us, but there's a way to do this that's pretty fucking easy. Okay, I don't mean to insult anyone by saying it's easy, but the way to do this is, you probably learned how to do this. How do you divide two fractions? Don't say it. Just do it. How do you do it? Okay. How many divide 1/3 by 4/9? Now, looks like a lot of you were going for it. A lot of you were going for it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, a lot of you did get it. A lot of you got it. So 8 of you got it right. Majority did not get it right. The way to do this, folks, is that the second fraction, you flip it and then just times them together like you would any other multiplication, okay? So 3/4. Next. Okay. Legs Gone and Nom just hit an answer streak of 3. Legs Gone and Nom just hit an answer streak of 3. Yay! Great job, Legs Gone and Nom. Everyone else, P, Venamos, Casual Chomsky, In Horny, 3 4. That was the answer, wasn't it? 3/4. Am I wrong? Okay. LaQual, Legs Gone and Nom, Jay Williams. Did I mess up the answer? Well, I'm not good at math, so you can't really blame me for that. Casual Chomsky, In Horny, Philly, LaQual, Legs Gone and Nom, Jay Williams, P. Okay, so there were 2 correct answers. Oh, well, oopsie. You're supposed to simplify. Which of the most common element, okay, what is the most common element in the universe? I know I'm a fucking monster, Loy, so what can I say? Yeah, whatever, I get it. I know. There might have been 2 correct answers. Whatever, I'm not a mathematician. Live with it, okay? Fuck all of you. If you got it wrong, that's your fault. You should have been able to read my mind. Just kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. What is the most common element in the universe? Yes, it's hydrogen. Yes, it's hydrogen. Okay? Exactly, another proletarian. See, that's what I do. You have to simplify shit, guys. You got to simplify it, all right? But that's fine. I guess I didn't give those instructions, okay? Hydrogen is correct. I know we're more. So, guys, you got it right. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe. Well done. Almost all of you got it. Almost all of you got it. 4 participants just hit an answer streak of 3. Well done. Okay, next. Mitosis results in each cell doing what? Receiving exactly half of the chromosomes of the original cell, receiving exact copies of all chromosomes of the original cell, donating repaired chromosomes to the original cell, or receiving the majority of chromosomes of the original cell. Yes, I know this is a random, slightly difficult question. I agree, Duquesne Crossberry. I think he's done a great job campaigning. So, mitosis. What does mitosis do? Because, Cody, I decided to do some science and math. You know, fuck you, Cody. Okay? God damn it. Okay, yes. Good job. Most of you got it right. And when a cell goes through mitosis is when it reproduces itself. Fuck you, Cody. You get the same chromosomes that the originals had. Okay, it is kind of Philly cheese. It is kind of like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Okay. Peeb, Union Thug, Venamos, Loiso, Crow, Casual Chomsky, In I'm Horny, Sam is Dumb, Vegan, Macon, Philly, Legs Gone and Nom, Peeb, Union Thug. You get the idea. Well done, folks. Next one. This hero torments CR and drew the drawing below. This hero torments CR and drew the drawing below. I hope this hero doesn't get mad at me for using this image without his permission, but I suspect he'll forgive me because you all should check out this person's art. And, you know, we will, we can, correct. It was Jay Williams art. Jay Williams art. Check out Jay Williams art on Discord. You can find his profile, open it up, go to the link there, and you will be able to find links to his art, and you can have get commissions done. That was Laura Croft, okay? So Loiso Crew is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Yay, Loiso, yay. Okay, well done. Let's go on here. Identified the disease based off the symptoms. Cauliflower-like growths, and it can lead to cervical cancer. Is it HIV/AIDS, herpes, HPV, or hepatitis? You're all going to be doctors for a moment, since we're doing, like, science-y shit. Which of these diseases cause cauliflower-like growths? Dolly boy, don't you fucking hit me in the face. How dare you? Okay, screw you. And can lead to cervical cancer. Correct, it's HPV, human papillomavirus, also called genital warts. Do not look up photos of that. Really, for your own sake, do not look up photos of HPV. Okay, by the way, everyone should get HPV vaccines if you can, okay? Especially women, but men too. Get HPV vaccines. It'll help prevent getting HPV, and if you're a woman especially, it will majorly prevent cervical cancer. All right, Philly has the highest answer streak of 8. Philly has the highest answer streak of 8. All right. Yes. Non-binary folks too, almost certainly. Okay. Although I haven't looked at the literature, but I'm guessing that also includes non-binary folks. Okay. Identify if the disease is infectious or non-infectious. Diabetes. I know, Loy, so I know you hate me. Identify if the disease is infectious or non-infectious. It's non-infectious. Good job. Okay, that's great. It is not an infectious disease. Well done. Next. LaCroix is back with an answer streak of 3. LaCroix is back with an answer streak of 3. Well done, LaCroix. All right. Diagnose the disease shown here. These are chromosomes, folks. It's hard to see, but chromosome number 21 has 3 copies, or 3. There are 3 number 21 chromosomes. Which disease is this? Okay, is it muscular dystrophy, Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, or Klinefelter's? This is kind of a specialist one. Many people might not know this, but having 3 number 21 chromosomes. I'm sorry, Phil. I don't know. You're lucky, Philly cheese, I guess. Yes, it's Down syndrome. So Down syndrome, typically Klinefelter's is a really unfortunate disease people get that often results in death. Let's put it that way. Hello, Mango. How are you doing, Mango? All right, so it is Down syndrome. This is Philly cheese has a streak with 10 correct answers in a row. Yay! Well done. I don't know why I'm yelling Philly cheese. Well done. Next question here. Blanks are dentists, well, okay, who diagnose and treat diseases affecting the tissue that surrounds the tooth. Okay, so blanks are dentists who diagnose and treat diseases affecting the tissue that surrounds the tooth, okay? Is it periodontics, endodontics, pediatric dentists, or prosthodontics? If you know some, like, okay, so, all right. You can kind of guess based off how the word sounds. Periodontics, right? Periodontics. Para is like around. Okay, periodontics. Well done. Okay. Legs Gone and Nom is back with an answer streak of 3. Well done. Well done. Okay. Well done. Looks like you're back on your legs, huh? Okay. Sorry, anyway. Which disease is caused by bacteria? Which disease is caused by a bacteria? Colds, a flu, scarlet fever, or COVID-19? Which of those is caused by a bacteria and not by something else? Which of these is caused by a bacteria? Colds, flus, COVID-19, or scarlet fever? Ooh, la 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 la. You're all gonna. Looks like a lot of you are getting this one. Okay, did you just say pandemic, Philly, you lunatic? Okay, it's scarlet fever. Colds, which is rhinovirus typically, flu, influenza virus, and COVID-19 is a virus. All the rest of those are viruses. Scarlet fever is a bacteria. All right. Buns, Union Thug, Loiso Crow, Karopi, Casual Chomsky, I'm horny. Sam is dumb. Macon, Philly, Gregory Bavino. Disgusting. Okay, well done. 3 participants have reached an answer streak of 6. You're a rhinovirus, Dolly boy. Screw you. All right, next one. The energy that is emitted from a star's event horizon is called what? I should say from a black hole's event horizon, which was formerly a star. Okay. So this is a very specialized question. Let's just see who of you are nerds. The energy that is emitted from a star's event horizon, or I should say a black hole's event horizon, is called what? Is it magnetic fields, neutrons, photons, or Hawking radiation? All right. This is kind of a harder one. I admit it. You would have to kind of be like a super nerd, okay, to know this one, I suppose. Oh my God! Almost all of you, a lot of you got it. 15 of you got it. It's Hawking radiation. Hawking radiation. Okay. The options show you're bad in your science. Say, Matt Saigai, I literally stole these questions from other people because I wasn't sure. So anyway, okay. Matt, I wanted to make sure that they were right. Okay. The options are bad. No, they're not, Matt Saigai. Those options weren't bad. Fuck you. Just because the options aren't phrased in the way you like doesn't mean they're not bad options, okay? Everyone got it. You might be if you got it wrong, Matt Saigai, it's because you're dumb. Maybe learn some science, Dr. Matt Saigai, okay? I know, anyway. All right. Okay, Sam is dumb, hit an answer streak of 9. All right. Okay, sure. What color are the hottest stars? What color are the hottest stars? Okay. Oh, well. The hottest stars are obviously curvy, right? Anyway, no, sorry. So, are they red, yellow, blue, or white? Okay, red, yellow, blue, or white. The hottest stars are typically what color? Oh my, that actually, Floyd, so that's funny. That I think, yeah, I've actually heard that that can happen with color coded. I learned that as a teacher. Color coded question answers can confuse people if the answers are colors. Yeah. Um, blue. It is blue, folks. It actually isn't white. Blue is the hottest star, a kind of star out there. White is like I think the second hottest, so you're close, but it's blue. Most of you got that wrong. So 5 of you got it right. Let's see who got it right. That'd be Buns, Loiso Crow, Vegan person, and Legs Gone and Nom. Well done. Well done. Okay. Next one here. This hero is always protected by the community, recently defeated CR in verbal combat, and took the picture below. Ooh, is it Roshi, Lee Lane, Salem, or Fox Emblem? Only a few of you will likely get this right. That's why you should all join the fucking Discord. All right. And then this is an image of this person's cat. This is an image of this person's cat. He's such a cute little kitty. Look at that cat. Such a cute little kitty. We have a pets section in the Discord. You can post images of your pets. It was Roshi. Correct, Roshi. We all love Roshi. Roshi is the correct answer. Okay, so Buns, Karopi, Sam is Dumb, Philly, Lacroix, Gregory Bavino, Legs Gone and Nom, Jay Williams. All right. Legs Gone and Nom has the highest answer streak of 6. Well done, Legs Gone and Nom. Let's go on here. True or false? Fascist and authoritarian regimes transfer violence from public spaces to hidden spaces. So now we get into stuff we've learned in our streams. True or false? Fascist and authoritarian regimes transfer violence from public spaces to hidden spaces. Now, obviously, it happens in both places, but okay, you'll see let's see here. Okay. True or false? Fascist and authoritarian regimes transfer violence from public spaces to hidden spaces. True. Now, obviously, there is still public violence that happens. Hello, Marzipan Power. Okay, there is still violence that happens in public, but a lot of the violence gets transferred to hidden spaces. Okay, next. Okay, practically everyone got it. Just hired cat smiles. Okay, Buns is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Well done, Buns. Everyone loves some buns. Okay, next here. All right, next here. This word was used by the Nazis to label people they viewed as subhuman. Okay, is it Hohenzollern, Volksgemeinschaft, Untermenschen, or Irredentist? All right, which of these is the Nazi word for people perceived as being less than human? I know this is kind of a change in tone. I apologize. This is kind of dark. But what was the word that the Nazis used to describe people they did not view as fully human? Is it Hohenzollern, Volksgemeinschaft? Yes, Untermenschen is the correct answer. Untermenschen. All right, Untermenschen literally means below human or subhuman. Okay. All right. You got it. Yes, everyone got that basically. 5 participants just hit an answer streak of 3. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Historians typically label this event as the start of the Holocaust. Okay. Is it the 1935 Nuremberg Rally, Kristallnacht, Hitler's rise to power, or Blut Mai? The 1935 Nuremberg Rally, Kristallnacht, Hitler's rise to power, or Blut Mai? The start of the Holocaust. Correct. Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass, is by most historians labeled the beginning of the Holocaust. Okay. So, thank you, Matt Saigai. Stop it. Jeez. Okay. Yes. All right. 3 in a row. Casual Chomsky is back in the game. Yay, Casual Chomsky. I feel gross yelling that, but okay. Almost everyone got it. So I'll go on here. Next question. Hitler often pushed for violence to occur indirectly. Another name for this is what? Is it authoritarianism, clerical fascism, stochastic terrorism, or pogroms? Hitler pushed for violence to occur indirectly. What is another name for this? Stochastic terrorism, pogroms, clerical fascism, or authoritarianism? We see Trump doing the same shit. We see the same shit happening in the UK. All right, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Yes, stochastic terrorism. That is the process by which someone gives a speech or sends out a message that implies that they'd be okay with violence happening without directly calling for it. You can think of what Trump did on January 6th as stochastic terrorism. Hitler was the master of stochastic terrorism. He would oftentimes give speeches calling for violence without actually saying to do violence, and then his underlings would carry it out, and then he had plausible deniability. So oftentimes it was directly ordered, but sometimes, a lot of the times, he would also use stochastic terrorism. Yes, but it looks like almost everyone got this. Well done. Looks like people learned something. Vegan person, hello, vegan person. So glad you're here, of course. Um, oh, wait, you're saying hello to someone else. Forgive me. Okay. Next here. True or false? True or false? The car was invented in the United States. I'm just saying this because of what we watched yesterday and the very annoying point that the woman said that we were watching that bothered me, where she made a big mistake. Okay, yeah, Dolly boy. True or false? The car was invented in the United States. Now we could hilarious, Lois. Okay. So what do we think here? Okay, was the car invented in the United States? Okay, no, it wasn't. All right, it was not. Henry Ford made it mass producible and easily affordable. He did not invent the car, though. That was either the UK or Germany. I honestly, I can't quite remember. Was it Benz? Okay, Benz. There you go. So I don't know why I can't remember exactly where it was invented, but that was the it was not invented in the United States. Okay, that was the last question, folks. It does depend on how you look at it, Loisa, right? Because there are like different parts of it invented different places. Okay, so I think that's the last question. So let's see who won. Everyone ready? Let's see who becomes king of fools. The bronze goes to Keropi. I'm horny. Sam is dumb and LaCroix. Congratulations. Next one. The silver goes to LaCroix and Legs Gone and Nom. And the crown goes to Philly Cheese. Hey, Philly Cheese. I do hereby confer upon you the title of King of Fools. May you forever be a blessed sandwich and fight for the honor of this community and for whatever else you want to fight for, etc. Okay? You said LaCroix twice instead of Lois, so whatever. Fuck you, Philly Cheese. Celebrate. How dare you, okay? B-Day week sandwich. Yes, by the way, everyone, happy, well done, Jonas. Which one were you, Jonas? Which of those god-awful names were you? Okay? So, fuck you. I bet you were one of the offensive names, weren't you, Jonas? All right? Okay, you goddamn degenerate. All right. So, I don't know why. Oh, Legs Gone and Numb. Yeah, I was right, Jonas. Okay. So, okay. I was Casual Chomsky, and I'm horny. Of course you were, Matt Saigai. Jesus Christ, you monster. All right. God damn it. All right. So, that was fun. That was good. Guys, congratulations. That's okay, vegan person. That was fun. Congratulations, Philly Cheese. By the way, this week is Philly Cheese's birthday, so happy birthday, Philly Cheese. We all love Philly Cheese. Such a great sandwich. Such a great sandwich. Just don't leave it sitting out for too long. It might get soggy and gross. Anyway, so let's go on here, guys. Happy birth year. Lois, oh dear God, okay? Making me answer math and science. I know, listen, guys, don't worry. We'll never do math or science ever again. I mean, we will sometimes. We will sometimes, but like, not soon. Elevator Lady says, Sam, Chairman Bart has appendicitis and was told it was due to your bullying. You're full of shit, Elevator Lady. You know what, Elevator Lady? You know what? Good. Good. I'm glad Sir Bart got appendicitis. All right? I'm glad he got appendicitis. All right? I certainly hope. I hope that he has appendicitis, and I hope it's my fault. Okay? Anyway. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually did see in the Discord. I did see in the Discord that he said that the doctor thinks he does have appendicitis. I don't know if he was joking or not. I didn't really look into it. But I do hope he doesn't. That's very unpleasant. I've had appendicitis, and I almost died, literally. So I hope he doesn't, okay? Anyway, let's go on here. Yes. So let's go on here, guys. So thank you all for participating. Let's get on to some fun stuff, I guess you could say, even though that was fun, of course. That was fun. It's okay, Matt Saga. I'm glad I had appendicitis, too. Okay, it was kind of an interesting experience, I guess. It was terrible. Is Sir Bart even here? Is Sir Bart even here? Because I would like
America is the
to see if he's okay. I hope he's okay. Okay. He's in the hospital. Why the fuck are you yelling at me? Why is everyone yelling at me? Felici says he's in the hospital. Oh, okay. Well, that's I hope he's okay. Okay. At least they caught it early. At least so he almost certainly won't die if they caught it early. If it ruptured, that's a problem, but I suspect it probably didn't. We'll see. Okay. All right, guys. So let's watch him sit. Okay. Let's all think of Chairman Bart. All right. He's in the hospital because no, he's not. He's not in the hospital because of me, you goddamn lunatics. Okay. Elevator lady. Jesus Christ. You all are freaking out. What the fuck is wrong with you? He'll be okay. We all know Chairman Bart is very strong and will survive. Okay. So let's go on here. I thought
Even the
we could watch a video that you all will enjoy. We all love Steven Crowder, don't we? We all love Steven Crowder. That's a joke, by the way. We're not fans of Steven Crowder. I thought it would be fun. There you go. Just hired cat smiles for us to watch a video. So, Louise, Steven Crowder is a right-wing lunatic from the United States who literally just like spews nonsense and is a fool, and was known, by the way, for harassing members of his crew, showing his genitals to them, and like laugh and making fun of their genitals. Like, I'm not even joking. And has a unique obsession. And I don't say this as an insult. There's nothing wrong with putting on women's clothing if you're a man, but he really likes to do it. And then, but also hates transgender people. And it's kind of like, he's a unique guy. Let's put it that way. So yeah, great catch here. He's a monster. He put out he's the one who bullied his pregnant wife, Mick Jin. He bullied his pregnant wife. I know, Macon, what happened to his gender-affirming gun holsters? Okay, right, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Jonas. I used to enjoy his Change My Mind series that then I grew up. I know, Jonas. Hey, he manipulates a lot of young men, especially, okay? He has HRT envy. I think he does, okay? Regardless, I wish he would feel free to liberate himself and actually be who he is. Alas, he's a fascist piece of shit. So anyway, this is, he literally put up a video recently called The Case for Fascism. And he appears to be seeking to say that fascism is actually a good thing. Now, listen, I almost didn't want to watch this because I don't know if I even want to put this messaging out here. But luckily, as an expert in fascism, I feel like I can handle it pretty well and dismantle it. Okay. So, Outer Signal. Hello, Outer Signal. I was worried about you. Outer Signal, thank you for connecting me with Low Tier. Okay. He defends Pinochet. That's fun, LaCroix. So, I thought we could watch because for the last few weeks, guys, we've been learning about fascism because I've been teaching you we talked about Italian fascism. Now we're talking about German fascism. You know, you guys know, for those who are new to the community, I went to grad school. I was getting my PhD, and I did a lot of studying of fascism. I kind of switched it up to get for my dissertation, but before that, I was really involved in studying fascism, historical fascism, post World War II fascism, etc. So I know a lot about fascism, which sounds weird, I know. But so let's see what he has to say here about this so-called defense of fascism. I suspect he ain't gonna have much valuable to contribute. That is correct, vegan person. Donald Trump is a fascist. Donald Trump absolutely is a fascist. Vegan person also says, is it based on the book titled The Case for Christian Nationalism? I'm a progressive Christian. I support LGBTQ plus rights, and I love Jesus. Excellent, vegan. It might be a vegan person. I'm sure there's a lot of great progressive Christians out there that really hate Christian nationalism. I can give you one example. I know you probably know this, vegan. If anyone knows, Gwen, I hate you so much. James Tallarico is running a campaign in Texas and is really good at sort of doing this progressive Christianity, which I highly support. If it gets progressives into power, do it. Anyway, so yes, Matt's like, I hate you so much. So April A. Joy. Yes, there you go, vegan person. Gwen says Sam loves a little fascism. Gwen, I'm so glad you're here. How are you feeling? Do you feel better? I know you were sick. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go on here. Let's everyone gird your loins. I don't know if that's the right word to use. So let's see what he has to say. Let's see how he tries to defend fascism.
Bad fascists. They were a mistaken response to equally bad Marxists or leftists.
Right. That's how that worked. Okay.
And Marxism, communism, has killed far more people, and it's not even close. It's not even close.
Okay, first of all, speak like a real person. Second of all, that is not the case. This is complicated. There is, for one thing, it is not good to compare communism or like Marxism with fascism. What you'd want to do is compare capitalism to communism or Marxism or whatever the fuck word he's using. I literally not sure what he means, okay? Because fascism is capitalist. It is a certain kind of political system that gets set up under capitalism. So to compare an economic system to a largely political capitalist system is sort of like apples and oranges. It's not like, yeah, that's not really what you do. If you look at it that way, capitalism killed just as many, if not more, than socialism or communism has. All right. So, and that's if we give into the notion that somehow that the deaths that happen in socialist countries are because of socialism versus political issues and other things. Okay. Regardless, and I'd be willing to even grant that for the sake of this argument. Okay. We have someone in here who's gradual decay. Capitalism gives you more choices. Gradual decay. How do I frame this? Please stay in the stream and watch my streams. Okay, I'm not going to get into how that's wrong right now because we're watching this, but please keep watching my stream because that is not really true. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I know it doesn't suit him, right? So anyway, let's go on here.
How often do you hear the accusation of fascism? Okay. What do you think it means? All right. To begin
Literally, that's an answerable question. Now, historians and academics debate what fascism is, and you guys, I want you all to be able to define it yourselves because that's what academics do. They all define it for themselves before talking about it. But you can kind of get a general idea of what it is just by looking at different fascist movements, okay? So I think you all are kind of all starting to develop fascism, like not develop fascism, develop your own conception of what fascism is. But he apparently he can't read too good, otherwise he would have looked it up to begin with.
Communism, Marxism, socialism, responsible for at least 100 million deaths in the 20th century.
Okay, Philippies. I'm looking at the numbers here. Yeah. So some of these are not true. Some of these are bigger than you would well, I don't know if I would say that 1 million deaths happened in Vietnam because of communism. That is not really okay. There are other things here that are kind of flawed. Regardless, this is not, we're not going to be comparing, we should compare capitalism to socialism, not fascism to socialism or Marxism.
Seems to me that should be the starting off point for every semester of history, certainly economics, when you're looking at different socioeconomic systems. 100 million dead minimum to begin with.
Vegan person, fascism is far right and communism is far left. Donald Trump is a fascist and most Christians and Americans still support him, sadly. Yes, vegan person. A lot of evangelicals do.
Makes it pretty hard to...
No, gradual decay, that is, folks, let's do another trivia question. True or false? Fascism is a left-wing ideology. You all know how much this bothers the fuck out of me. Because there is not a single fucking academic in the world that I'm aware of that would ever say that fascism was left-wing. I mean, there might be like one fringe academic. No, it is not gradual decay. That is not fascism. Whatever you perceive of as cancel culture is not fascism. So this is just not true. I don't really, oh my God. I don't have time to go into it now, but the people who have been in these streams know that that's not fascism. Okay, let's go on.
Say, religion is the cause of all wars, right? 100 million dead.
Funny, gradual decay says Antifa burning books. Is that what Antifa does? I don't think I ever recall seeing that. but gradual decay. What about right wingers who keep trying to get books banned from schools and keep saying that like, oh, books with gay people in them are bad, or literally the guy was it in Florida who was burning Qurans. Like that. What we could all talk. We could all do these things in a very, we could all. By the way, book burning doesn't make something fascism to begin with. But if we're going to talk about book burning, I really don't think Antifa is the group to look at. Okay?
Communism, that's the toll. Now, when action is taken to disinfect a nation, and sometimes I will admit,
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me, gradual decay. You say that the left wing has banned books like To Kill a Mockingbird and Dr. Seuss. You've lost your goddamn mind. You have lost your goddamn mind. You've lost it. I don't know what to tell you. That's like literally okay. Okay. Gradual decay. I was a teacher. I am a licensed teacher. I taught over a decade in schools. You're full of shit. It's just not true what you're saying. Please stop reading propaganda. And I don't mean that to insult you, not too much, but it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, gradual decay. You know what, gradual decay? I'm not going to look it up. It is possible that there have been some left-wing groups who have done things like that. That doesn't mean that it is a standard amongst the left or that that the left is fascist. It's a complete fucking okay. Book burnings does not mean fascism to begin with.
very radical action taken to deal with the root ideology and systems that have led to the death of.
Listen, guys, listen to this. Gradual decay says teacher, far left. Hilarious, hilarious. Do you see how they view the teacher? Because, guys, education to these folks is far left automatically. Because if you were educated, then it kind of will lead you to understand that the left is more right about things. So then they insult the left. They insult teachers and say that, well, you're a leftist because you teach reality. Thank you for that. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I'll shut up. I shut up. I'll shut up. Let's go on here.
100 million people, the left yells fascism.
Okay.
That's
If you guys want to hear some examples of mass death caused by capitalism, let me give you some. The transatlantic slave trade. Deaths transatlantic. Let's find if we can find deaths due to capitalism. All right. Deaths due to capitalism. Taylor and okay, this is actually an academic article. All right. And that doesn't mean it's great. I'd have to look more into it. But if you consider the I'm trying to see here. All right, okay, the term traceable free market policies. I'm trying to see if they have an idea of the number of deaths under capitalism. Over 100 million due to communist regimes. And then if we look over time, I would bet, guys, that it is like far more than it is about 120 million if one takes a loose approach. So, but if you look at more extended things, okay, here we go. Display the table. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, maximum reported deaths from 1914 to 1992 is 157 million deaths. 157 million deaths. That is far more than even the most conservative estimates of deaths under socialist regimes. Okay? By the way, of those deaths that were caused under capitalism, 54 million of those deaths were done by quote unquote liberal democracies. And then you can compare that to the number that have died under quote unquote, communist or socialist regimes. It is incomparably small. the deaths caused under communist or socialist regimes compared to capitalism. Name some of the things in the chat that were mass deaths caused by capitalism. Name them in the chat. You guys know them. What are some of the events, wars, things that were caused by capitalism? You guys know them. Name them in the chat. Let's get a list going so we can, because you guys know better. India under British occupation, the Civil War. Yep. The Industrial Revolution. Correct. The slave trade. Yes. We could talk about the Belgian Congo, right? The Belgian Congo. We could talk about literally almost all the wars recently. World War I. Okay. World War I, World War II, indigenous genocides. Yeah, literally, World War II is literally fascism, capitalism, and capitalized Japan, 100% Loiso. Okay, so that is a 100% vegan person. Those were all, now, not all of them vegan persons. So, like, yeah, we could say that the Soviet Union, I mean, but that was before World War II. Those were all capitalist countries. Hitler was capitalist. Nazi Germany was a capitalist state. They did capitalist violence. England, yeah, the English Empire. We could talk about the English Empire, the French Empire. Those were all capitalist enterprises. Okay, capitalism killed far more people than communism. Now, admittedly, this is kind of a false dichotomy. I'm saying that because we don't know how many people, I don't think that as many people would die under communism or socialism, but it's possible they would if it had been around as long as capitalism. But like, but we don't know that. But for fact, that is not that many people haven't died. Okay. Yeah. It depends, Jonas. Capitalist imperialism is rooted in capitalism. There are other forms of imperialism that aren't rooted in capitalism. So like if you were to talk about like, I don't know, the 100 Years' War, that wasn't rooted in capitalism. Like you can find some things that aren't rooted in capitalism, but a lot of more modern wars are rooted in capitalism. They are. So anyway, okay. Yeah, so let's go on. Yeah, so fucking stupid. The USSR also did imperialism, but those would be deaths, of course, as Loiso knows, would be deaths counted under, like, I guess, socialism or whatever. Okay, Philly Cheese. Hey, CR, did you hear Britain ended the slave trade? Yes. Okay. Yes, I heard that. I ignored it because it's a very dumb thing to say, and it's genocide denial partially, so I don't even want to address it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the British ended the slave trade, I guess. They're also the ones that did the slave trade, which resulted in the death of millions upon millions of people. So I'm not going to, that's just, it's a really dumb point to make. I don't have time for it. Okay, so let's go on. So let's keep watching this. The case for fascism. Oops, I don't know what I just did.
Even the left yells fascism.
All right.
The problem is fascism has been used historically, not in the way that you've been told. It's been used against communism because with communism, socialism, right, you vote them in.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you literally, gradual decay, did you literally just say capitalism is 10,000 years old? Gradual decay, you are embarrassing yourself. That is very funny. And I'm going to ban you very soon because you are distracting me because of how annoying you are. Just to warn you.
You have to shoot your way out. They don't leave once they attain power, and they nationalize the means of production, distribution, which, by the way, is the goal of Marxism. So you've probably been taught.
That's based.
Or maybe not even taught. You just have teachers point to historical examples of fascists. Maybe even just one or two, and then go, see, fascism bad. Have you done a little bit more? Well, hold on a second. We always want to ask why. It doesn't justify it, but the left, who is so willing to ask why when someone commits a heinous crime against an innocent person and is willing to fight to get them out of prison.
Well, I love that Loiso, the famous global mortgage crisis of 7,800 BC, right?
Which they also don't believe in. That's a part of Marxism. They're not willing to ask why someone may have risen to power with a mandate of the masses against the representatives of an ideology that has killed, again, 100 million people in the 20th century. So here's how we're going to define fascism.
Right.
The way the left does. Every time someone does something to prevent the left from completely subverting a nation or to try and reverse course. The left wants you to believe that fascism, not Marxism, not communism, 100 million dead, is the biggest, greatest, evil threat in the world.
We are witnessing a fascist takeover of this country.
Yes,
and I really hope the Republican Party wakes up to that.
Gradual decay. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I can't. I know. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. This, like, I honestly, normally I wouldn't engage so much with a troll, but like, this is so bizarre to me. Um, Gradual decay says, did people not buy stuff thousands of years ago? Gradual decay. That is not capitalism. Okay. Capitalism is not when people buy stuff. That is not capitalism. Oh my fucking God. Gradual decay. That is not capitalism. Oh my fucking God. That's not capitalism. Capitalism is a relationship. It is employer and employee. Have there been employers and employees for 10,000 years? Has society been built around a class of business owners that have waged employees for 10,000 years? Oh my fucking God, I'm gonna lose my mind.
All power is vested in the executive. It sure looks a lot like fascism.
Trump is
Right,
literally a fascist. Point to one thing, ICE. Talk about everything Trump's doing that is fascist.
At this stage, we're pretty clear on the fact that Donald Trump fashions himself an authoritarian.
You know you're living in a fascist society.
Listen, again, gradual decay. Just as much as buying stuff is not capitalism, selling stuff is not capitalism. Okay? I just told you what capitalism is, and you didn't answer my question. So answer my question or I will ban you. Have people for 10,000 years primarily existed in a society where there are owners of businesses who employ people with wage labor? Answer that question. Or I will ban you, because you're making me answer questions, but you refuse to respond.
When you're constantly going over...
Okay, bye-bye, gradual decay, bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. I'm done. I'm done. Bye. See ya. Okay, Jesus Christ. He said, do you hear that, folks? He called me a fascist, which is cute.
In your head, the reasons why you're safe. What we want is a country where none of us have.
By the way, hilariously, so I really don't. Yeah, he quickly decayed there. I also don't like. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this guy. I got to tell you, this is Jason Stanley. He is not the greatest expert of fascism. He is a fascist academic that I really don't agree with. He does not have a material. Has anyone here ever read Jason Stanley's book about fascism? It is not great. I don't like it. Okay, let's put it that way.
To feel that way.
Because at the end of the day, we have a fascist in
I'm going
the
to go
White
back
House.
a little bit.
You're safe. What we want.
I'm going to go back.
Trump fashions himself an authoritarian.
You know you're...
Again, that's not... Okay.
You're living in a fascist society when you're constantly going over in your head the reasons why you're safe.
No. See, that's just not true. You can be in a lot of different societies and be going over in your head the reasons why you're safe and others aren't. That's just like a very weak explanation of knowing when you're in a fascist society. Okay?
What we want is a country where none of us have to feel that way.
Because at the end of the day, we have a fascist in the White House.
It's not like fascism might come here. Fascism has already arrived.
All right. That one guy who said, we want a country where everyone feels safe. I don't. What do I mean by that?
What the fuck?
I don't want communists to feel safe. I don't want people who share the goal of subverting and destroying this country. They're not, just to be clear, Marxists and those in the American Communist Party or the DS.
Okay, do you hear that, folks? He doesn't want us to feel safe. Okay, that's good.
Say they don't seek to destroy America because it's fascist. They've always sought to destroy America because it's not Marxist, because it's not communist. It doesn't matter who's in power. They want to bring us to... I don't want those people to feel safe.
Yeah, because he is a fascist. Yeah, he's just a fascist. Okay, there you go, Gwen. Okay.
I don't want those people to rest easy. I don't want them to create a coalition and turn this into every single communist nation that has ever existed. Let's go through some historical examples here. One that's very commonly pointed to. And just to be clear, this does not mean that I am supportive of or justifying everyone in the fascist response, right? Everyone involved with that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to provide you with some historical context. So case one, Chile. The story you were likely told, if at all, 73, far-right military dictator, Pinochet. You've heard this term a lot. It's become just kind of a shorthand insult for a fascist. Pinochet ousted a democratically elected Allende after a coup. Here,
is he literally defending Augusto Pinochet? You weren't joking, LaCroix. This is fun.
We see this from The Atlantic.
The ultimate lesson of the 1973 coup that brought in General Pinochet's dictatorship was that the people would not, in the end, be denied their choice.
Foreign Affairs in there. It says
Chile once boasted a longer history of stable democratic rule than most of its neighbors.
By the way, we all know why Pinochet was put into power, right? Because of the United States. Thank you, United States, for overthrowing the Allende regime. By the way, the day that there was a coup against Allende was 9/11. Literally, it was September 11th. I forget the year, but September 11th, 1973. I'm sorry, in 1973. September 11th, 1973, Pinochet launched a coup that overthrew Salvador Allende, a slightly left-leaning guy, barely, very slightly left-leaning guy, with the backing of the United States. Thousands of people ended up being disappeared, thrown into camps, thrown into prisons, murdered outright. And thank you, United States. Once again, the evil empire strikes again. Yeah, they overthrew a democratically elected government, because if there's one thing that's true about America, we don't give a shit about democracy. We do know that, right? I hope everyone in here knows that America doesn't actually care about democracy, right? Please tell me, is there anyone in here who thinks that America does care about promoting a democracy abroad? They don't. We never have. We don't even promote a democracy at home, to be very clear. Anyway, it's about empire, okay? It's about imperialism and empire.
In much of Western Europe, now it is the last major country on South American continent to return to severe...
Matt Saigai says, America is the beacon of freedom, Sam. What the fuck are you on about? Hilarious. Gwen, but we are the beacon on a hill. Hilarious. Philly cheese. And now Paris ex-authoritarian Japanese dictator has his daughter running the country again, right? Yay. Loiso Crow, actually, we're a representative republic. Oh my God, Loiso, I hate it so fucking much. All right.
...in government after a wave of authoritarianism.
All right. So Pinochet came in. Oh my God. Here's the reality. From 1970 to 73, do you know what created Pinochet? It was the Marxist Salvador Allende. Far left Unidad Popular coalition. I'll just say it, Unidad Popular coalition. Socialists, communists, radicals. So what were the results, by the way? Why do you think Pinochet is still popular today? You can't poll it officially, but Pinochet was immense.
He was extremely unpopular when he left office, unfortunately, because of, propaganda from the right and stuff. He has somewhat been resurrected as a figure because of suffering, as like the suffering that's been happening in the economic situation in Chile. But that doesn't mean that he was by the time he left office, people hated him because he had killed their family members and thrown them into prisons and locked them up. Okay, this is just bullshit. Gamer James, sick of socialism being framed as free stuff when capitalism is just endless free stuff for spoiled sociopaths born into wealth, while socialism is just everyone having dignity and sharing in the gains from our collective labor. Gamer, I could not have phrased it better than you. 100%. 100%. Okay, yeah, Gwen, the Statue of Liberty is propaganda. I'm not one that says all kinds of propaganda are bad. I mean, the anti-smoking campaign was propaganda, but that's a good thing. We want people to not smoke as much for their own health. So, okay, exactly, vegan person. The only thing we care about is imperialism and overthrowing other governments. Yeah, gamer, very, very true. Great phrasing there.
Popular. Also left, by the way. Left of his own volition, which fascists don't tend to do. So why?
So he was not left. There is, yeah, okay. He nationalized or kept nationalized I think some kind of, I forget which industry it was. Crap, elevator lady, do you remember? He kept nationalized, I forget which industry he kept nationalized. But that was because he wanted to use it for the military and for his own profit and for the government's profit, for corruption purposes and stuff. It wasn't because he was a socialist or a lefty, okay? All right, vegan person, if we actually cared about democracy, then why did we invade Vietnam, Iraq, Iran, Gaza, Palestine, and Afghanistan? Oh my God, vegan person, right? not only that, there's a bunch of others that we can list where we sponsored coups all around Latin America. We sponsored coups all over the world. Okay. Great hit, by the way. Whoever did that, Dolly Boy, great hit to the face. Great hit to the face. So Laquaba, do you think Pinochet was actually a fascist, Sam? I know that's debated in academic circles. So I would say Laquaba that at first, no. In my opinion on Pinochet is that he started not as a fascist, and then he turned his regime into somewhat of a fascist regime as he was going along. But he didn't come to power like a traditional fascist does. It was kind of like a military coup type scenario. So, and he wasn't that populist. He wasn't very populist, like a lot of fascists try to be, or they try to at least have fake populism. So, but I'll talk about it sometime. Okay, that's a really good question, and I don't have a fully set answer for you. Okay.
Why would someone who was a military dictator, why would he come to power? Well, could it be because the socialist Marxists before him had inflation up 1,600%? Wages were...
The Popular Unity was a left-wing, it was proposed Salvador Allende, This included challenges in reorganizing industries and nationalizing U.S. owners' compromise, boycotts from foreign capital. Yeah. See, the problem, though, is that they were being boycotted, okay? It wasn't because they had inflation because they couldn't get income to fund their reforms because the world, like people boycotted them because they were trying to nationalize copper mines that were owned by American businesses. So the inflation was due to imperialism and like embargo and things like that and boycotts, etc. All right. So, okay. These issues coupled with inflation, but see, not coupled, one caused the other, to be clear. All right. Anyway.
We're down 35%.
Wow.
The socialist Allende responded with these price controls that, by the way, created an entire black market and enabled crime cartels.
Yeah.
Basic goods were selling for like 142% over normal prices on the black market.
It is, Laquaba, you are absolutely correct. Laquaba says, I would like to have a longer conversation on sometime because I think it is important to find the distinctions between a far-right military dictatorship and fascism. Yes. And I would ask you, Laquaba, by the way, I also watched the video you sent me, Laquaba. I'll talk to you about it at some point. Regardless, what would you say, Laquaba, if you, and you don't have to tell me now, I'm just curious, do you think he was a fascist? Because, it is kind of a subjective thing, I suppose. But anyway.
So what happened was Pinochet, with overwhelming support, could have been anybody, let's be clear, went in and cleaned things up. Now, could you say that he went a little too far? Well, sure. Sure, he had a few communists who went for helicopter rides and we never saw them again. But if you weren't a communist, you weren't at great risk. Not whitewashing everything he did, as the left does with communists. But it was a response.
Oh, my fucking God.
So what did you see from 70?
We do not whitewash what fucking communists do. There are some lefties that do whitewash it. Yeah, I know. But that's like, at least academic Marxists don't fucking whitewash some of the bad things that happened, okay?
87 to 81, average GDP growth was about 8%. Inflation fell to single digits from quadruple digits. Poverty went from 50% as a rate to 10%. Unemployment went from 15% down to 6%.
Yeah.
And he, again, this cannot be stated enough. Overwhelming support, Pinochet, from the people for his reforms. It became known as the Great Chilean Experiment.
By the way, this was done under intimidation, too. There's not bringing that up. This was done under massive intimidation, these votes and things like that, okay?
By the way, even after he left power, they kept Pinochet's constitution. Did you know that? Though I will say, as a byproduct, the natives of Chile did develop a persistent fear of helicopters that we're still working on.
You fucking monster. There were thousands of people who died under Pinochet who were tortured to death or disappeared, and sometimes we still don't even know where a lot of these people went. He mass murdered a lot of his own people. Disappeared them, put them into camps. So this is really gross. By the way, this is also extremely racist. He's showing an image from Apocalypto, being like, oh, well, the natives got a fear of helicopters. That is so fucking evil. Yeah, Exactly, Laquaba. I completely agree with you, Laquaba. Okay, anyway.
Apocalypto now.
I understand. By the way, for Pinochet, I just want you to know, like, those numbers that you gave were long-term numbers. It wasn't just like he did great for a short period of time and then it reverted back. These reforms seem to have held and had long-term great benefit for the country.
Yep.
No, it also massively spiked wealth inequality in the country. This was not great for the economic indicators they're using in order to determine whether Pinochet benefited the country. Ignore wealth inequality. There was a massive spike in wealth inequality. Okay.
And by the way, they don't always hold.
No.
But it is important to note that typically when you think fascist, you don't think someone who comes in with a mandate of the masses and improves the lives for everyone.
Or leaves office.
Exactly.
Right. That's a weird one.
Right.
Usually get rid of elections.
Right. Yeah. And I get it. Some people went on helicopter rides who shouldn't have. Okay. You think nobody else was being targeted?
So glad you're back to Dongo.
Under the socialist Marxist government? Have you looked anywhere in South America and see there's always a coup. There's always a
and who is sponsoring those fucking coups? Who is sponsoring those? He's such a fucking. He knows. I mean, does he not know? He has to know. Exactly, Laquaba. Like he has to know. He has to know that like the coups in South America are almost all sponsored by the United States. Almost always. Almost always. Okay.
Coup going on right now. So I guarantee you there's a coup. If it's not going on out in the public, it's being planned. Someone's planning a coup.
Yeah, you know where it's being planned? It's being planned in the office of the CIA. That's literally, we keep overthrowing governments in South Central America and in the Caribbean.
There's a coup meeting.
Yeah,
let's look at another case study. Brazil. Story you've probably been told. 1964 military coup overthrew democratically elected President João Goulart.
You know who sponsored that coup, folks? The United States. Let me show you. American-sponsored coups. American-sponsored coups. Latin America. Images. Okay, let's see here. Well, here you go. This is probably, like, here's all the coups in South America that America has been involved in. Okay, and Central America. Well, oh my God. Well, this is just fucking, okay. That doesn't help me much. I don't know if you can see this map right here. It's kind of small. Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, Cuba, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Panama, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, and Haiti. And that does not include Venezuela, which is now on this list. And we've indirectly supported coups in most of these other places in some way or another. So to be very clear, these coups are not like popular uprisings against leftists. It is American-sponsored and directed uprisings in order to maintain political imperial hegemony over the region. Okay, that's like what we love doing. We are an empire. America is a capitalist empire. By the way, yeah, we're literally coup maxers. Exactly, elevator lady. To be clear, by the way, the reason why there are so many people, one of the big reasons why so many people migrate to the United States and come into the country is because we've destroyed their countries and made it impossible for them to develop in any significant way economically by our constant coups and economic exploitation of those countries. So if we really want to stop migration, which I don't really care, but if we really want to stop migration, maybe we should help develop those countries and let them have their sovereignty and stop cooing them whenever they elect people who might help the people in those countries do better. You see what I mean? So just another side note there. All right.
The reality? Well, look, this president, the policies destroyed, as we saw before. You know, if it didn't take part in killing 100 million people as the rest of communism, well, inflation at about 100% was pretty bad. GDP non-existent, literally less than 1%. Pretty bad. So what did he propose? Nationalizing foreign oil refineries, by the way, seizing agricultural land, granting voter rights to the illiterate because he knew he would never win an election again. He doubled down on all the policies.
Granting voting rights to the illiterate, and he says that's a bad thing? Who the he's like, because he knew he would never win. If him giving voting rights to the illiterate helps him win, he should win. Obviously, what a monster.
We're making everybody's lives miserable. And so what happened was the military coup came to...
You're right, Gwen. We'd have to do that.
Complete the mission of restoring economic...
This is a quote, by the way. So this is what the fascists said, or the military regime said. The victorious revolution aimed to complete the mission of restoring economic and financial order. That is literally what every authoritarian says.
And financial order to Brazil. 64 to 74, the economic, you look at inflation, it was cut by 82%. You look at the GDP annual average rate, less than 1%. It went to 13%.
Wow.
Industry growth was up 30%. And again, the coup was supported by...
Loiso says, we are not fascist. Actually, fascism is not bad. Pipeline has been completed, right? Yeah, exactly, Gwen, you're right.
By the people. So it's very different for people. When people hear coup, they go, a military dictator, a military leader. Right. When you live in a country that's been disarmed and a country that has been subject to actual corruption in a way that we don't know. This happens all.
Are you fucking kidding me? Listen. Yeah, there is a big problem with corruption in Brazil. Do you know what other country has a massive problem with corruption? The United States. I would argue, guys, and I've made this argument. I'm sorry, I'm very hot. I have to take off my sweater. I would argue the United States is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. The only issue is that in America, we've legalized the corruption, so you can't really see it. It's not like we've legalized the corruption where there can be basically infinite amounts of money can be handed to politicians or super PACs to rig elections in the favor of the wealthy and big corporations and et cetera. That's pretty bad fucking corruption. Alas, because it's not illegal, it's not counted in corruption figures. So yeah, I love this argument that America is like so less corrupt than like India or Nigeria or Brazil or Russia. Well, yeah, those places have a lot of like illegal corruption that happens of like literally, taking out like a cartoonishly large bag of cash and handing it to a police officer. In America, that just happens legally. So if anything, that makes us more corrupt because we're okay with it. Okay.
Across South America. There's no...
Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go.
Nothing they can do, and so there can be a military to completely oppress and subjugate the people, or the military is used to liberate the people, or used...
Oh my God, isn't that great, guys? Don't you love that? Like this is so funny. In these cases, the military is liberating people by, marching in with guns drawn and overthrowing an elected government. With
the support of the people. Either way, the military is being used because the people can't do a thing.
Exactly, Lloyd. So no, you're right. Everyone has problems with corruption, right, Lloyd? So, okay.
That's what happened in Brazil. The people actually had a huge...
Gwen, I would pay to watch you debate him, Gwen.
It was called the March...
Jonas, well, the U.S. military is known for spreading freedom, right?
Of the family with God for freedom. And that...
Yeah, exactly, Laqual. They were liberated from their democracy and their lives, okay?
It took place before the coup happened, and it celebrated the coup afterward.
There's only one surefire way to make mad gains, because a strict diet workout routine just isn't enough. If you want to truly level up, you're going to need...
I totally forgot about the kind of ads that right-wingers always have, because I never watch right-wing shows. I forget that they're always like, guys, oh my God, do you see the name of this product that he's selling? It's called Pump Poppers. Pump Poppers. Come on. What? Did they not see the... Okay, you know what? Also, this guy isn't exact. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say that. This is just, okay. Hypermasculinity.
Proprietary pump.
Yes, very bad name. Kind of a gay name, by the way. Very gay name. Pump Poppers.
Poppers.
It does. It's, yeah.
Hey, Haas, what's proprietary about that?
Oh, of course he's going to come over here. Okay.
You just got to trust me.
I don't, though, and they clearly shouldn't. That's why here at Foundation, we really only sell 2 supplements that you can consume. Foundation Daily, a daily multivitamin supplement.
Oh, so it's not actually they're selling it? Okay.
Every single ingredient listed at its clinically active dose, and you can go check out the lab certificates available upon request on the website. And Foundation Creatine. We sell Creavitalis a patented German 99.9% pure form
sorry,
of
we
creatine, the most studied kind with no fillers or additional bulk wrap. Everything here is clinically proven.
Foundation creatine. Guys, creatine is just like, there's nothing
to make
special
your
about
life
different kinds of creatine.
better, unlike proprietary, what'd you call it?
Pump hoppers.
Ah, what's in it?
I have a patent.
Okay, so they're not
I bet
actually
it's
selling
crap.
pump
Go to
poppers.
foundationdaily.com.
Sorry, I know you can't hear me. They're not selling pump poppers. Okay, I get it. All right.
Get everything you need. Nothing you don't. Proven science, zero secrets. That's
Okay.
it's a legacy of the
Let's go on.
far-right Francisco Franco, ushered in years of dictatorship after basically taking out the democratically elected government. This comes from The Guardian. Half a century.
Also, mass amounts of slaughter. Slaughtered thousands, if not millions of people.
On the deeds and legacy of the man whose military coup against the Republican government ushered in a full-decade dictatorship built around the authoritarian ideology of National Catholicism.
At some point, guys, I'm going to do a presentation on Spanish fascism because it was unique. It wasn't the only fascist movement that mixed Christianity very explicitly into it, but Spanish fascism was very much linked up with the Catholic Church.
Continue to haunt, divide, and confuse 21st century Spain.
Confused?
They're so confused in Spain.
Yes.
Didn't they have a male Miss Spain?
They might have.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find that.
What's the matter with
Fucking
you?
monsters.
Oh.
They're confused, all right.
Mister.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, McGinn, he thinks he's so fucking clever, but he's just a moron. He looks like a Neanderthal, and that's an insult to Neanderthals.
That's right.
Yeah, right? Smith, hilarious Crowder, right?
Penis.
At this point, who is, well, as you know, in life, a penis is hard to find.
Nice.
I don't even, he's a monster. Transphobia, okay, fucking lunatic.
Name that movie line.
I know it.
Careful, Gerald.
He shouldn't be talking about penises. He might be sued, given that he was well known for showing his genitalia to his staff.
I tried to finish you. All right. Here's the reality. 36 to 1939. You had this popular front coalition, communist, socialist, Marxist, right? What happened is they took power. They first mass released all of the other communist, socialist, Marxists from prison. So picture Arkham Asylum. They punished.
Oh my God. Yeah, releasing political prisoners who are imprisoned for their political ideology is like Arkham Asylum. Very funny.
Landowners, and it instituted all of these incredible draconian agrarian reforms, forced the wealthy to take their money out of Spain. They ushered in what you know as the Spanish Civil War, and the result was what is referred to as fascism, where Franco seized power, but brought some stability, including cutting inflation in half. They don't tell you that. Almost tripling the GDP. Foreign investment, trade expanded.
Well, we don't know what would have happened under socialism because they didn't accomplish it. But by the way, mass slaughtering people in a way that has still not been fully addressed in Spain to this day. It is still not talked about much. Maybe we'll watch a video after this about it. The mass graves are still being found where mass numbers of leftists were executed and thrown into pits. Some towns have kept their mouths shut about it even up till today. Like there are lots of small towns around Spain where if you go there and you start asking them, are there any mass graves here? They'll be like, oh yeah, everyone knows about it. It's back there in the woods, but they still haven't been recorded anywhere official. Okay, okay.
All of a sudden, you actually had private business taking place. And what's funny is this actually encompasses the anarcho-syndicalism of Catalonia, which they try and tell you about as a success. That's how you know they failed, when you ask someone to point to a successful example of communism or socialism. They go, oh, there are these groups that were pretty violent, but they were making it work most of the time in Catalonia. No, that's not true. And again, this was a man who had a lot of support from the masses, including, yes, the Roman Catholic Church and its constituents.
That's true, Loiso.
So if you have violence and violence, let's just really simplify it. All right, you have violence and you have violence. But in one case, you have violence, starvation, and poverty. In the other case, you have violence that stops mass starvation and poverty. You understand why the people of these countries don't share the opinions of the professors.
Right, because that's how it works, guys. That communism is when people are starving, right? Socialism is when people starve, when there's not enough food. That's not how that works, okay? Obviously. By the way, if you want to really compare these things, capitalism is often when there's no food. most of the famines that take place are caused by capitalism. Okay, the what is it called? The famines in India, okay, that were caused by the British Empire. Capitalism, the Irish potato famine. Capitalism, okay, massive numbers of famines have all been caused by capitalism. So, yeah, there have been some times in communist countries where there've been mass death due to starvation. I'm not lying. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But to say that's an issue with socialism or communism is an absolute. You guys know what I'm saying, all right? Jonas, what does anarcho-syndicalism even mean? I've heard it mentioned on Discord. So it's like, this is hard. It's basically, Jonas, a bunch of independent groups of workers with no government overseeing them, working mutually together to run a society. Okay, you have a bunch of like groups of worker syndicates. You have a bunch of worker syndicates working together, okay, and without a government, and that's sort of how you know, do society.
In discussing historical cases of fascism. Let's go to case 4, Bolivia. By the way, all the references for these links are in the description. I highly recommend that you read up on this a little bit more, especially Pinochet. That's
By the way, people like him are so bad for men and women, obviously bad for women. I mean, we don't even need to mention that. Of course he's bad for women. But, you know, all the young guys that watch him, he makes them feel bad about themselves. Makes them feel like, oh, you're not masculine enough. There's something wrong with you. You know, you need to be toxic in your masculinity or you're not a real man. Okay, like he's a horrible human being. People like him are a cause of a lot of fucking problems.
Story to see the boom that we saw economically in Chile. So the story you've been told with Bolivia, 71, U.S.-backed dictator Hugo Banzer took power after a violent coup. By the way, there's of course truth to this. U.S.-backed. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Again, 100 million dead from communism, the 20th century, and there's always some communist turd swirling around in South America. So of course, we're going to have a vested interest and go, oh wait, is there someone who's anything other than communist? Because we don't want that on our continent. So yeah, it doesn't mean it's just...
That's how that works. Because we don't want a communist, that gives us a right. We're just, it's not that big of an ask. It's not that big of an ask. You know, guys, you know, the only ideology we don't want you to have democratically elected or chosen there is communism. Okay, so just choose anything else. You just can't have what your people want. What a fucking, I hate him so much. Yeah, like he's such a fucking monster. And our continent, right, Dolly Boy?
Some crazy psyop. It means that there are countries that either were going to or had veered communist, and we kept our eye on it.
And it was almost always Russian-backed communist.
Of course.
It wasn't just communist.
No, it really wasn't. So actually, okay, well, there is truth to this, in that the Soviet Union would back some of these movements. And weirdly enough, though, the Soviet Union wasn't nearly as direct in their support as the United States was. It was very rare for the Soviet Union to directly go in and do a coup. The United States would often directly go in and do a coup. But regardless, yeah. I don't care, though. I really don't care, because America was doing it, and the Soviet Union would often give far less than America would. And yeah, so whatever. It's fine. It's, you know, it's whatever. I don't really care. Right.
Like happened.
Right.
You know, so we were fighting a proxy war, essentially.
Exactly. Anyone out there who thinks that Russia, China, Iran, that they don't play favorites in international affairs, you're a silly person. So the real story is 71. Yeah, Hugo Banzer took power after a violent coup. Let's read this from Harper's. It says, Banzer's 3-day coup in August 1971 was significant not only for the fighting that accompanied it, which left 110 dead and 600 wounded, but for the 7-year regime that followed, one of the most repressive in Bolivia's history.
Interesting. He's really stupid. He doesn't even conceal what the rest of the passage says, but he doesn't read it. Let's finish what this passage says. These are actually look like pretty good sources. So it does end saying it ended up being one of the most repressive in Bolivia's history. The rest of the passage that he doesn't have highlighted says the following. Under Banzer's rule, more than 14,000 Bolivians were arrested without a judicial order. More than 8,000 were tortured with electricity, water, beatings, and more than 200 were executed or disappeared. Interesting he didn't want to read that last part out loud. But don't worry, guys. The United States is benevolent and is doing this to save the people of Bolivia from communism. Jesus.
Here's the reality. Okay. 52 to 1970, Bolivia had this crazy leftist revolution. They nationalize mines, oil, a lot of land, to be clear. So very similar to what you see in places like Cuba, right? What they don't tell you is not only the people killed, but before you had a military coup. Let me ask you this. How do you think you nationalize mines, oil, or land? Where the government takes it.
The people, they willingly give it up.
Right.
They're tired of dealing with them themselves.
Right.
It's hard.
So that means guys with guns come and take it away. And very often, you can go click these links. They don't list that as the same violence.
That is not okay. He's a fucking idiot. He obviously, the owners of that land, which are typically private owners, will often not like having, like, the landlords will get upset. That's for sure. You definitely get a lot. Yeah, right. The poor billionaire land hoarders and landowners, okay, will get upset. But that is not, the peasantry typically likes this shit. Okay, you can look at Vietnam, for example. They love that shit. Okay, the people, all the poor who have been suffering because of the landowners love it. So that's just, like, obviously not true.
Or they don't put in the same category as the coup that followed it. So they'll just mention, like, well, they instituted policies. Nationalize. So when men come in
right,
and
Lloyd, so all those mom and pop oil fields.
take your stuff, take your private stuff, your personal stuff with guns, it's a policy. When men fight those people with equal guns, oh, it's a coup. So you see the scam that's being played? Then 70 to 71, you had the it was a leftist Tory seized power. Crazy, even more radical.
I like that. Philly Cheese, I did read about that. Philly Cheese says a school shooter's father was sentenced to 15 years for gifting his teenage son an AR that was used to commit a mass shooting. I like that ruling. I like that ruling. I don't know what else to tell you. I like that. Good. Because parents shouldn't be giving their fucking children assault rifles. Like, I don't know what else to say. This country is insane. That has been like, that's an okay thing that people think is okay to do. So good. That parent should have gotten 15 years in prison, and the kid should not be in prison for the. I mean, well, it depends. It depends, but I don't really know the specifics of the case. God, yeah, it was a groundbreaking ruling. I'm very glad about it.
And
a lot of people, like, listen, I've shown this image to you guys before. Like, guys, America is insane. I don't know what else to tell you. The Hello Kitty assault rifles. Hello Kitty assault rifle. Like, they literally, companies have made weapons that are child-sized. And these are not, by the way, here's CNET. This is literally, there's a Hello Kitty assault rifle. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They make some weapons that are attractive to kids. It is insane that this is legal. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know, LaQuaba. It's just, yeah, child-sized, like, all right. Yeah, very common in Alaska. It is so fucked up. I don't know. Like, listen, I know we're lefties. We talk about this. It is, like, good, I guess, that the working class has weapons, but, like, we're beyond that. This is insane. Okay, so please, can we, like, not have children carrying around assault rifles and, like, guns everywhere? Like, it is absolutely batshit crazy. I don't understand what we're thinking. All right. Anyway, you guys know it's a pet peeve of mine. Jonas, great hit. Okay. LaQuabois, country is broken. We don't need to be giving children guns. That's like creating child soldiers. Yeah, literally. All right.
They basically replaced what you know as Congress with a workers' so.
Lloyd, so I gifted my nephew a BUK-1M intermediate range active tracking search and destroy anti-air engagement missile complex on their 4th birthday in 2014, which is in no way connected to that civilian plane shot down over Luhansk that year. Oh my, I know, it's just, that is good. Oh my God.
So the result was Hugo Banzer, staged a coup with the support of a huge percentage of the population who were helpless and could do nothing.
Okay. So, folks, I'm actually okay with stopping watching this. I think we get the idea. He has no idea what fascism is. He's a liar. Okay, he's a liar, and he's a fascist himself, so he likes fascism. Okay, Matt Saigai, thank you for all the gifted subs. Really, Matt Saigai just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Matt Saigai, you know I love you. You're the best. I really thank you so much, Matt Saigai. Couldn't do this without you. Deeply appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much, Matt Saigai. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Okay, you and Dolly Boy especially, LaQuabois too. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, no problem, LaQuabo. That was a good one. I'm a bit tired of it, so we'll stop. But like, okay. Look, Jonas, does anyone remember how Iraqi and Afghan gun culture was used as propaganda to show how they're a death cult? Oh, I know, Jonas. All those images of like people dancing with AK-47s and shooting them in the air. And like, look how crazy they are. They shoot. Yeah, America is worse. Okay, like I don't know what else to tell. Anyway, okay, let's see here. What do we got here, folks? Let's find something else to watch. I thought there was something else I wanted to show all of you. Okay, you know what? Just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. Matt Saigai, I would have to find one. Do you know of any, Matt Saigai? I will watch one if you can find one. But I can't find one right now. That would take forever for me to find a good one. But maybe at some point I could take time to find one, but not today. Not Michael Knowles. No, this is very short. It's only 5 minutes. Okay, now wait for it. Listen, we're not listening to Michael Knowles.
If we're talking,
this is the title of this video is 200 IQ man proves that God exists in 5 minutes. Okay, so obviously it's not Michael Knowles. It's whoever he's interviewing. I'm just curious because obviously this is supposed to catch your attention. I want to see what the guy he's interviewing says, how he can prove God exists in 5 minutes, because we all know he can't. So let's see what bullshit he says, okay?
talking about a theory of everything, the first question we have to establish, does God exist?
Yes.
All right, evidence for that?
Most of us have an IQ of 100, score in the 140 range, and you're in the genius to near genius category.
Good hit, Mick Gin. Excellent hit. That shit hit right in the center. Great job.
Thank
you.
195 to 200? Well, you're talking one.
Oh, thank you, Matt Saigai. Oh my God, Matt Saigai. I'm sorry, Dolly Boy. Thank you so much, Dolly Boy, for the 5 tier 1 subs. Deeply appreciate you, Dolly Boy. Really, deeply appreciate you. You guys, you're making me very happy. Thank you for that. Okay, you're helping me out. Today, I think, is the last day of the month, so this will help me get to my goal. So thank you very much. We have a treasure train, folks. 35% off 5 or more gifted subs. 35% off gifted subs right now. If you buy gifted subs right now, okay? So let's watch this. I don't care about his IQ. IQ is bullshit. Whatever.
In several billion people. Now, historians figure that Einstein and Franklin scored about 160.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
Darwin, 165.
Lacroix,
Galileo,
thank you so much. Lacroix just sent 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, and got a discount on it. Thank you very much, Lacroix. Really.
85. Isaac Newton, 190.
That means Langan could possibly be the smartest person in the world.
Welcome to Soul's Opinion. Today we're exploring the perspective of Chris Langan, a man with one of the highest IQs ever measured.
Yeah, Dodongo, because, you know, if you have better access to good material conditions, you might be better educated and stuff, right?
At 200.
I know, it's so
Using
stupid.
pure logic, Langan presents...
I don't know, vegan person, it's stupid. People, you shouldn't, obviously, any reasonable person wouldn't give their kid an assault rifle, but in America, it's like handing out candy. We love guns.
Why God doesn't just exist as a matter of faith, but as a fundamental necessity of reality itself.
Okay.
Reality has an identity. Okay? The identity is that as which something exists. Okay? Matter of fact, when you say the word reality, you're naming an identity. You're identifying something. This.
Langan begins with a fundamental insight about reality itself. For reality to exist at all, it must have an identity, something that defines what it is.
What?
This identity isn't just a philosophical concept, but a logical necessity. This forms the foundation of his proof for God's existence.
Listen, this is all a bunch of gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. It's not true. Matt Saigai, thank you so much, really, for the more gifted subs. Really, deeply appreciate you. Seriously. We're on a level 5 train here. That sounds sexual, but you know what I mean. Level 5 hype train.
Smiling because your answer on this is so beautiful. It just reminds me of Moses at the burning bush. And Moses at the burning bush says, "Who shall I tell the people that you are?" Talking to God. And God says, "Tell them I am that I am."
That's right.
I am identity itself. I'm being himself.
Exactly.
That's not that doesn't mean anything. I don't know what this means. That is not any kind of proof. God, what does that mean? It's like, am I the only one that isn't comprehending how stupid this? Like, this is so stupid. I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. No, but like Loiso, but how does this prove God, right? Like, that's my point. Is like he's trying to prove God. How does that prove God? Like, I get it that reality is like a thing, but like it's not okay.
That's exactly right. That's what the CTMU says. It just comes up with the mathematical structure that you need to build a reality out of that. You see?
It was Jonas. You're right. I think therefore I am. It was Descartes, but
so you come up.
Oh, I got you, Loiso. Okay.
With that identity, and then you search it for its properties. You see, once you've built the preliminary framework, then you start deducing the properties of this identity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's literally just reframing like basic metaphysical shit, right? Like we know, I think, therefore I am, and now we can know that. Now that we know we can think, we can try to somewhat deduce what's happening around us out in the world, okay, with maybe not complete certainty, but with some degree of certainty. Okay, so like yeah, exactly, Macon. I don't like, but this has no. Okay, let's see how he connects this to God.
And you find out that those properties match those of God as described in most of the world's major religions.
This connection to the biblical I am isn't coincidental. When we use I am statements or affirmations, we're tapping into this same fundamental principle of identity. Langan's mathematical model suggests that God as the ultimate identity isn't just religious symbolism, but a logical foundation of existence itself.
Yeah, Loiso.
God definitely has
properties of the central substance and central principle of reality, those properties are attributed to God, including, of course, things like you have the three O's: omniscience.
Thank you, Dolly Boy, for the 400 bits.
Omnipotence and omnipresence, but then you've also got consciousness. God has to be sentient. What is the universe?
Damned.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, therefore I'm not. And that's actually a big problem, Jonas, that idea.
I know.
You ever hear of the simulation hypothesis?
Yes.
Okay, well, the simulation hypothesis is basically the idea that the reality we see around us, physical reality, is simulated on some sort of an automaton or
what is he talking? I'm sorry, like...
What do you mean? I hate to put it in...
This is a circular argument. Just because there is a reality that we can somewhat deduce doesn't mean that it's God, or that just because you have an identity that you can identify that you exist. I don't understand. Yeah, it doesn't make it. Listen, it makes sense, but it doesn't say God exists. Like, it's a circular argument. It has nothing to do with the existence of God. Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the display. You realize
I'm
the
sure
display
I believe it,
contains
Duncan
states.
Crossbury.
Yep.
So.
Okay, you see things, the objects contains it. States are static.
Yep.
That's why they're called states. Yeah. Okay, static. How do they change? Well, they have to be processed. Something has to be processed.
Yeah.
What makes Langan's argument so powerful is that it doesn't start with religious premises. He begins with the logical requirements for reality to exist and function. When he examines what properties this fundamental identity must...
So guys, I'm sorry, I'm also explaining to you so that I better understand what the fuck he's trying to say, because I don't think he actually is saying anything legitimate. So here we have a marijuana vape, okay? A marijuana vape. A cannabis vape, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's a vape. It's a cannabis vape. Now, how do you know this fucking this cannabis vape is real? Okay? How do you fucking know it, right? Listen, I'm doing Descartesian shit. This is Descartes, okay? Well, you don't really. The only way, because you can see it. Now, Duncan, isn't it possible that you're hallucinating? Because are not there people out there who see things that they think are real but aren't really there, right? So you can't, right, Duncan? Like, you can't be certain that you're actually seeing it, right? Or, for example, and that's my point, right? Okay? Or unless, you can't be 100% certain it's there, because we perceive our environments through our senses, and our senses are not exactly 100% reliable. So that is where Descartes came into the picture and said, well, so if that's the case, even our perception of our physical bodies could be flawed, right? because, you know, it's we feel our bodies, we sense our bodies. That doesn't mean we actually have bodies. But the one thing you can say is that you are perceiving, right? You are experiencing something, right? 1 second here. Did someone else just donate? Forgive me if I missed it. I'm like too busy focusing. Okay. Anyway, so like, you know, and so the fact that you're perceiving anything shows that there is something there to perceive something. That doesn't mean that it's like reality that you're perceiving. It could be that you're an empty vessel that's being filled by some demon or something that's giving you a fake reality, or like that there's a computer pumping it into your perception. So that's the first thing he's saying, and that's what Descartes said. I think, therefore I am. It's better to say I think, therefore something exists, because there's something there to perceive it. So what the fuck is his next point here? I'm not quite sure how he's getting from that to there's a God.
Have. He finds
the
they
evil demon hypothesis, Dodongo.
match precisely with traditional descriptions of God, all-knowing, all-powerful, everywhere present, and crucially conscious.
That's possible, Dan Crossbear. Like, we don't fucking know, right?
Langan uses the simulation analogy to illustrate
I fucking hate solipsist, Loiso Crow. It's a waste of time. You know that, Loiso Crow.
profound point. Reality consists of both what we experience, the display, and the underlying processes that allow change and coherence. For reality to function, something must process these changes over time. This provides further evidence that a godlike entity is necessary for reality to exist.
No. Literally, no. I don't know what that means. A godlike entity is not necessary for reality to exist. There is zero evidence that that's the case. We have no evidence that there's a God. There's no evidence that the universe had to be created by a God. We don't even, like, that's just not true. I don't know how you get from the Cartesian shit to, like, this shit. I don't understand it. There must be a God for there to be a reality? No, that doesn't. Okay.
As we experience it.
Okay, God provides the processing functionality for your state. You have an internal state, an external state. You're a material human being. Right? Like, to explain how that is changing through time.
How do we know? Okay, if that's the case, why couldn't God just be a big supercomputer that we're all plugged into? There's no arguments. Exactly, Dan Crossberry. He has presented no arguments so far. So this is just him declaring essentially without any argument or proof. Of course. They define it into existence circularly. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
And maintaining its coherence through time, even as it changes, that's what you need God for.
No, you're right, LaCroix. It doesn't make fucking sense. Okay.
You can establish a personal relationship with God. We're images of God. You know what an image is? It's basically the product of a mapping. God maps himself into each human being. Right? That's a very personal thing.
I'm following it too, Lloyd. So I just don't get how this connects to him proving God exists.
Right.
Look, Michael Knowles, look at that moron. That's a moron smile. Whoa. Wow. He literally has no idea what he just heard. He doesn't understand it, but he's like, oh my God, all those big words. It must be true. It must be fucking true. It does. There's no logic here, folks. This is not real. Okay, this is not a real argument for God.
Here Langan completes his logical argument. Our existence as conscious beings who maintain coherence through constant change requires this divine processor. And far from being distant or impersonal,
Thank you, that was delicious.
This God creates us as reflections or mappings of itself.
How do you know that?
This 200 IQ perspective
Can you
bridges
please
the
have
gap
an open
between
mind?
cold
I do
logic
have an open
and spiritual
mind, Jonas.
meaning.
That's why I'm
suggesting that
watching this, and I was trying to understand it.
God's existence is both rationally necessary and deeply personal.
Okay, that was a waste of time. Forgive me, folks. I was just curious. I hate William Lane Craig's column. I hate William Lane Craig. Okay. Yeah, I know it will work on dumb people because, it's just like word salad that makes you feel like, oh my God, those are big words. It must be true. Yeah, with the music and shit, it's just not true. Okay, let's watch this. Listen. This is a Okay, you guys know I'm not a big fan of organized religion. I got to tell you, I'm not big a fan of most religion stuff. That's okay. I'm an atheist. I respect religious people. They're human beings. They deserve our respect. You know, they don't. I mean, they deserve to not be like persecuted unless they're persecuting others. You get my point. But this is a yeah, exactly. We don't make man continuity though. We homosexual. Yep. Mm-hmm. Unless we're involved for the very entire argument. Oh yeah, it's completely false. It's just a bad argument. Okay, so this is a video called. Is Mayflower Kid here? Is Mayflower Kid here? This is Mormon Secrets: What the Missionaries Don't Tell. Yeah, exactly, vegan person. I believe in God, but I don't judge other people who do. I love all people. For some reason, atheists are usually much nicer than religious people. Yeah. No, I agree with you, vegan person. As a gay person, most atheists treat me much better than religious people do. But I also know, vegan person, a lot of Christians who are very good people. Who would have thought that all human beings are human beings, whether you're religious or not? You can be a good person or a bad person, okay? But like, yeah, but yeah. So anyway, here you have, this is called Mormon Secrets: What Missionaries Don't Tell You. Now listen. Yeah, no, seriously, me too, LaQual. That was a very unconvincing argument from God because it had zero. It just wasn't a good. It wasn't. It was a bad argument for God. It was. I don't even. Okay. Okay. Correct, Jay Williams. You don't need religion to be a good person. Okay. I don't. I feel like, okay, this sounds selfish, but I feel like I'm not that bad of a person, or at least I try not to be that bad of a person. But I'm an atheist. Okay, and maybe I'm not. That's up to you guys to decide. But like, I've known a lot of people that are atheist that are some of the most moral people I've met. Okay, Jonas, if you think about epidemiology of atheist beliefs, you can see how the nexus and how God's grace can be a fulfilling light that makes you a superior being. Yes. And how, I'm sorry, Jonas, my brain is not processing what you just said. If you think about the atheist beliefs, you can see how nexus relationship with fulfillment and how God's grace can be fulfilling light that makes you a superior being. Okay, I thought so, Jonas. I'm okay. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, I almost fell into it. I was like, what? What do you mean? Okay, whatever. I hate you. So, Guy, I know, me too. I was like legitimately trying to follow it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Okay. All right. This is the kids. Kids, and this is why you don't trust everything on the internet. Correct, Philly cheese. All right. What? I hate you all. I hate you, Jay Williams. I hate you, Philly cheese. I hate you, everyone else. I hate you, Jonas. Fuck you, Jonas. Okay. Anyway, so I am not a big fan of Mormonism. There are Mormons who are fine people. But like, Mormonism is especially homophobic. I swear to God that there are Mormons that Mormonism promotes sexual assault in a lot of ways. I say that because it has a culture of silence around it and obeying authority figures and naivete that opens up the door to sexual assault. They're like, okay, my point, patriarchy, I cannot stand Mormonism. Also, it was founded as extremely racist religion that believe that people who have dark skin are being punished, and that's why they have dark skin. It also, by the way, was founded by a guy who wanted to have multiple wives so that he could have extramarital affairs and also have sex with kids. And he was a well-known con artist, the guy that founded Mormonism. Anyway, yeah, founded by a pedophile. So anyway, so let's just watch this Mormon Secrets: What the Missionaries Don't Tell You, okay? They are hiding the truth of what they really believe. Are they? I will say there are a lot of Christian-based faiths that if you go into a seminary to get trained as a cleric, so for example, if you want to be a Catholic priest, you go to a seminary to be trained as a Catholic priest, they will tell you the truth about the Bible. I'm not joking. They will tell you, yeah, we can't really prove any of this. You got to believe it on faith. And then they will sometimes go into how like the Bible isn't that great of a source. The same thing with Methodists, Baptists and things like that. A lot of the clerics or the priests, ministers, know that a lot of it's bullshit, and then they still go on to be preachers. I'm not even joking. There are books about this, about how a lot of seminaries will teach the seminarians how like a lot of their religious beliefs are kind of based on nonsense. And there's a lot of evidence for this. But, they still go on to go to a like ministry and preach to people, okay? Which is kind of fucked up. What it would look like if the missionaries were actually honest about their beliefs. So a lot of priests and stuff aren't honest about their beliefs. I know this, by the way, because my dad went to be trained to be a Catholic deacon, and he didn't like it because they were too honest. They were too honest about how, like, a lot of the shit in the Bible is not exactly real. Anyway, so that's a different story. So vegan person, I disagree. Mormons are Mormons are Christians. A lot of Christians will say Mormons aren't Christians. They're Christians. They're like, as a Catholic, I can promise you that there are Protestants who say Catholics aren't real Christians. It's a different sect of Christianity, but there's a lot of loony sects of Christianity, and yet there's still sects of Christianity. So I disagree. Mormons are Christians, okay?
Hello?
We're representatives of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Mormons. Our prophets have sent us to deliver a message given from God.
Prophets? Message?
Yes, we're here to tell you that God appeared to the prophet Joseph Smith in 1820, and he chose Joseph to restore the truth.
He did.
Yes, God told him
Sex. I can't pronounce it very well, Loiso. S-E, whatever. Fuck you, Loiso.
Christianity had become completely corrupt.
So, you guys aren't Christians then?
Oh heavens, yes, we're Christians. After all, the name of our religion is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
But you just said Christianity was all wrong.
It is, but because of Joseph Smith, we know ours is the only true church on the earth.
So, what's so bad about Christianity?
Well, you see, everything you know about God is basically wrong. First of all, God is not a spirit. He's a perfected man with a glorified body of flesh.
Huh?
We believe a long, long time ago.
So God is literally a physical being, according to... Okay.
On a planet far, far away, our God, Heavenly Father, was just like us. He was born mortal. Eventually, his efforts were rewarded, and he was exalted to godhood, joining the other millions of gods in the universe.
Millions of other gods.
Yep, maybe even billions. Oh, that hurt.
I hate you, elevator lady.
As he grew up, he worked hard at becoming perfect, just like all other gods did before him. Today, Heavenly Father lives on a distant planet, next to the star, Kolob. He lives there with our Heavenly Mother having spirit babies. That's us. Yes, that's...
Yeah, Jonas. Oh, Jonas, don't listen, Jonas. You should do a deep dive into Mormonism. I'm sure you will love it. Maybe you'll convert to Mormonism, Jonas. I'm just kidding. Mormonism is absolutely batshit crazy. Don't waste your time. I mean, you can. It'll be kind of funny. You'll quickly realize how crazy it is. Don't forget to check out Scientology, too.
Spirits before we were born. We just don't remember. We come here to Earth to get a chance to work towards perfecting ourselves, so that we'll be worthy enough to be exalted as gods.
So you're saying you're going to become a god?
Well, yeah.
Come on, Lois. So we both know that's the only kind of sex you ever have.
Yeah, I hope so.
And just what do you mean by perfect yourself?
Jonas.
Well, we have to be completely faithful and obedient to our church and its rules.
Rules?
Well, just a few. Basically, just no drinking, no smoking, no gambling or swearing, no coffee. Or tea. No watching rated R movies, fornication, stealing, or lying.
That's not fully true. They say, okay, I can't believe I'm defending the Mormons. They will say you should drink. Some of those things should only be done in moderation. Let's put it that way. Not that you shouldn't drink them at all.
No shopping on Sundays. Dress modestly.
Yeah, exactly, Philly cheese. Caffeine. Caffeine you drink in moderation.
The 3 hours of church every Sunday. Read the scriptures. Believe in Joseph Smith. Get baptized. Give 10% of your income to the church. Don't question the leaders.
Yeah,
serve in the church. And most importantly,
don't question the leaders. Isn't that fun?
Work.
Temples? Is that what you call your churches?
No. Temples are special buildings, used only for secret ceremonies and rituals that are needed for godhood.
So what do you do in these temples?
Well, first we get anointed as kings and priests.
No,
and-
I haven't, Eunice, but I'd love to try it. I mean, I live near some Amish people. I'm shocked I haven't heard of it. I often eat I've eaten a lot of Amish food in my life.
Heaven. Then we receive special holy underwear that we must wear for the rest of our lives.
Special holy underwear?
Yes, special because they have sacred symbols on them that give us protection. Then we're given a new name, the one that we're going to be called in heaven. Then we're taught signs and passwords called tokens. We have to memorize them to be allowed into Heavenly Father's presence. If we show the signs to the guardian angels and tell them the passwords, they might let
elevator lady. Amish bread is really good.
Then, and if we've earned it, then we will become exalted as gods.
I was literally, Jay Williams, going to possibly watch your video about the black Hebrew Israelites today.
And can start creating and populating our own worlds.
So just what is the secret sign and password?
We can't tell you. We swear oaths not to talk about them.
So they're secret.
No, they're sacred.
But you can't tell me?
Right.
Then that's a secret.
Fine, it's a sacred secret.
So what you're saying is the only people who become gods are Mormons. What about everyone else who died hundreds of years before your temples were even?
Vegan person, listen, vegan person, can I point something out, vegan person? I respect you and your religion, but when you say that the Bible contradicts the Book of Mormon, the Bible contradicts the Bible. So, it doesn't really affect me that the Book of Mormon is contradicted by the Bible when the Bible isn't exactly a good source, given that it contradicts itself in many different occasions. Do you see what I mean? So it is a Christian religion. Mormonism is an offshoot of Christianity. It is, it's unique, but a lot of different Christian sects are very unique. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Bill.
Well, that's the best part. We do all of the ceremonies on behalf of those dead people, so it will count for them in the afterlife. Yeah, we get baptized for the dead, do the signs and passwords for the dead, and even do marriage ceremonies for the dead. Did I say something wrong?
They do marriage ceremonies for the dead? I didn't know that one. Okay. That's bizarre. That is very bizarre.
Is there an argument outside of the Bible against homosexual relationships?
Oh my God. Okay, I did not plan this, but let's watch this one. Let's see. I think good. The homosexuality is wrong and you don't need the Bible to prove it. Okay, all right. Ready, guys? Let's listen to this. I'm sorry, I know I'm not meaning to throw so much religious psychosis at you. But alas, we gotta hear this. We gotta hear this one. Okay, this will be fun.
Or same-sex relationships, or even transgendered relationships.
Okay, this is exciting. Oh my God. Am I degenerate, guys, because I've had sex with men? Ooh. Yeah, look, well, that's what they do. Unchain the Lion, scary.
So I think that there is an argument.
He's kind of sexy too. It's a shame he doesn't want to have sex with men.
Outside of Scripture, by looking.
He actually might have sex with men.
At nature, by looking, and I don't mean biology necessarily, like out in the woods, but I just mean the natural world. So something other than divine revelation, other than the spiritual realm, just looking at the world around us. I think that we are pre-programmed to be able to see and reason that homosexual relationships are not natural. And by being not natural...
So to begin with, there are hundreds of species that engage in homosexuality. As in, naturally engage in homosexuality. You can talk about bonobos, which... Male bonobos will fuck male bonobos, female bonobo. Everyone fucks everyone amongst bonobos. Ducks will often do pair bonding with, like, 2 female ducks will get together, 2 male ducks will get together. There are lots of fucking species that do homosexuality. So to say that it's not natural, it's literally in the natural world everywhere. I'm not sure what the fuck he means by that. All right, but we'll see.
They are not right. So in Romans chapter 1 and chapter 2, Paul talks about that
gay penguins are adorable. You're right, Dodongo, but he has a library with a ladder. He must be right.
An ordering of the world such that we know right from wrong. And so as we observe things around us and certain actions and behaviors.
That is true. That is true, Jonas. I guess the gay penguins will kidnap babies. That is true.
We can see that when someone commits an immoral behavior, we know that person is not acting as they ought to act. And so in the same way, when we look at homosexual relationships, we can see something in them, in that particular relationship and the acts involved, that something is not right about it. It's not as it ought to be.
So listen, I disagree. Trust me. I'll tell you what. I feel that there's something very right about it. Now, listen. I think it's very. I think it's very right. I don't want to go too much into that because there are rules that I have to follow while I'm on YouTube and Twitch. But you get my point, okay? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, look how angry and hateful he looks in this image. Okay.
And so when I talk about this idea of oughtness, what I mean is that certain things have a teleology built into them, and that means like an end or a goal, like it's supposed to be a certain way.
So Jonas says, do Christians believe that the Bible is the Word of God? I thought that was just Islam. It depends on the Christian, Jonas, but yes, the Christians believe that the Bible is the inspired Word of God, as in that the writers of the Bible were inspired by the Holy Spirit to write the Bible. Now, there's so many contradictions in that idea, because if there are, then if God inspired the writing of the Bible, then why are there so many mistakes in it and contradictions? God either made a mistake or the people who wrote it were fallible, which then makes you wonder if anything in the Bible, it can be trusted. So it's like, the Christians do say that it was inspired Word of God, but, the gospel was written by people who never met Jesus, correct. Okay, the gospels were all written by people who almost certainly never met Jesus in person. And obviously, yes, Tater Tot, all Christian people are different. There are different branches of Christianity that believe different things. Most Christians, I guess, would say the Bible is the inspired Word of God. But like, I'm just saying, guys, again, believe what you want. I'm just talking about the reality of the writing of the Bible and what's in it. Is that I'm a historian, and the Bible was written long after Jesus was around, if he was around. I think he was. Other historians say he may not have actually existed as a single person. Exactly, Lois. So the absolute majority of Christians do not engage with the Bible with enough of a critical degree to even acknowledge the existence of contradictions. And there are parts of the Bible, folks, that are where the God promotes genocide or slavery or other things. And if that's the inspired Word of God, that's kind of dark, okay? Like promoting the slaughter of the Canaanites and stuff like that. I don't know if I'd buy that. I agree, LaQuabwa. I have more respect for Christians, for example, that see that the Bible is a collection of stories that inspire their morality or their spirituality. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We all do that. We all kind of use stories to kind of inspire us and things like that. Yeah, yes, Jonas, they absolutely do have the same problem, okay? It's not just it's not just the Islam that's like that can be really strict and whatever, okay? And of course there's different branches of Islam too. So yeah. Exactly, vegan, okay? No, I know, right, Dodongo. They believe in God because it makes them feel better. Yeah, and that's okay. Listen, Tater Tot, for those that are out there, if anyone here does believe in God, right, I don't want you to think I'm saying that. I'm not trying to take away your joy. I'm just asking you to think critically, all right? If your structure and belief makes you feel better, that's great. Obviously, I don't think anyone in here is using their beliefs to oppress other people. Please just make sure you're not oppressing other people. Okay? That's or hurting yourself. Okay? Because there are a lot of religious beliefs that are not based in reality, that are painful, or painful or bad for you or other people. Okay? Do you see what I mean? Okay. Anyway, I know I'm an atheist, but I know I can be an asshole sometimes, but I'm not like a Reddit atheist. I want to point that out. I have a lot of trauma in regards to religion as a gay person because I went to Catholic schools. The high school I went to got fired. The high school I went to, excuse me, the year after I left, it made national news because it made national news because the next year they fired a teacher when they found out she was in a same-sex relationship. I have not had a great experience with religion, so I would recommend, guys, exactly, LaCroix, please let your kids develop their own sense of spirituality. Please don't put your religion on your children, okay? If you do believe in these religious things, always be critical of it, okay? And avoid beliefs that are harmful for yourself or others, okay? Let's see. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, let me give you an example here. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in anything supernatural, but I think by definition, supernatural things don't exist because if it exists, it's natural. So anyway, you see this thing. This is a necklace I wear. It's kind of a fun thing I do. It's like a totem. I feel like I'm going to have bad luck if I don't have the necklace on. It's not true. Obviously, it doesn't matter if I have the necklace on, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun thing. Like sometimes before a stream, I'm like, oh my God, where's my necklace? I need it. It's kind of a way it's a ritual I do that kind of centers me. So like, I have a degree in anthropology. I understand how rituals and like spirituality and things like that are linked, kind of help guide people and can kind of, be kind of fun. Okay. All right. Casual joy and casual comparison. All right. Thank you, Matt Saigai. I'll open that up. And if we have a chance after this, we'll watch it. It says video unavailable. Oh, I guess we can't watch. I can't watch it in the U.S., Matt Saigai. Anyway, let's finish watching the other video that we were watching.
A real silly and easy example here is that you don't cook with a hammer, okay? So the hammer is designed and made to be used for a certain function. And you can use it for a different function, but it's not being used as it was intended to. It's going against
No, Dodongo, I totally get that. The kind of feedback I won't accept or appreciate is what I always get, which is shut up, liberal. God, I'm so sick of you liberals crying. There you go, right?
Nature, as it were. And you could look, things are oriented in certain directions and they're supposed to do certain things. And so there's certain ways humans ought to behave, and we can see.
How do you know that? Literally, having gay humans or bi humans or whatever other kinds of humans that's normal and natural. It's not like humans become gay. Like, okay, it's natural. Okay, I don't know what to tell him.
In nature,
he's very gay. Obviously, I think he's a raging homosexual and he's in the closet. I hope he is. I would hit him up if he were on Grindr.
As it relates to homosexual relationships, I think there are...
Actually, I probably wouldn't.
Are three...
Because he's an asshole.
Primary things that we can look at.
Fox Emblem. Hello, Fox Emblem. Fox Emblem says it's unnatural because my non-existent storm deity said so.
In nature to see that these sorts of relationships are unnatural. They're not as they're supposed to be. And that being the case, we would say that is what makes them immoral. So the first one is we'll just call it a biological or an anatomical argument, in that if you line up a male and a female, you can see right away just from an anatomical standpoint that they were...
I know, you're right. I'm sorry, LaQuabal, I shouldn't do self-hating stuff like hooking up with a sexy bigot. Anyway, can I point out something? I thank you, Loy, so goddamn it, you stole my thunder. I disagree. I think there's another way to line up two men where they would fit perfectly together, okay? I think that God actually intended men to have sex with each other because of their biology. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm sure you can guess what I'm going to say, all right? So I could make this argument too, right? That, it looks like that men are made to, do things to each other. Okay.
For one another.
Vegan person, just call tater tot hot dish tater. That's what I call tater tot hot dish. How you doing, tater? I'm just kidding, tater tot hot dish. You know I love you.
They're almost complementary
You're right.
pairs.
There are multiple axes you could turn them around on to get that to work. Okay.
One made for the other. And this is something that is so obvious and intuitive. It's almost...
Which one do I think is the most space efficient CR? Oh, it depends, Philly cheese. It depends. It depends on the shapes of the humans involved. There are lots of efficient ways to do this shit.
Silly that we even have to say this, but it's the most natural, glaring thing as we look at men and women, that there is this complementarity between them, and one is made for the other.
Macon, I would never say that out loud, but everyone read what Macon said, because Macon is 100% true. Anyway, what Macon said is 100% correct. Okay. Macon said, Ray Comfort once said the banana was perfectly shaped for the human mouth. I also say it's perfectly shaped for the human, and I can't say the last word there. But thank you, Macon. You're 100% correct. Guys, there is a part of a body that, that in people who are born biologically male, all right, in people who are born biologically male, that is called a prostate. And I know Jonas is going to hate me because Jonas hates when I talk about prostates. But like that thing, you know what? We don't need to go into it. Whatever, it's fine. I just think, yeah, I know, sorry. I know, Jonas. I know you hate me. I'm just saying, I would argue that God made that on purpose. Okay, God made that because he wanted men to have anal sex. Anyway, let's go on.
Vice versa. They fit together in a very literal sense and in a metaphorical sense as well. They are made to be together. And so to put two men together or two women together, we see naturally, or the way things ought to be, or the way things are oriented towards, goes against that. So it's very unnatural, and hence would be immoral.
No, it's not.
Not the way it's supposed to be. So that's number one, and that's a very, very obvious one. Number two is that if you think about all of the systems that human beings have, the reproductive system...
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I've lost my interest in this video. Oh, my God. Oh, my back. Oh, my God. Oh, my spine is hurting. I'm so fucking old, people. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. So, what was I going to say here? Define natural. Like, this is stupid. Obviously, arguments from reproduction. This is silly. Okay, this is silly because, by the way, it's actually bad that people might reproduce too much. So if you want to put it that way, God fucked up by making it so easy to reproduce because now we're overpopulated. You get my point. Like, okay, like there's whatever, it's fine. We'll go on to something else. I'm kind of tired of the video.
The only system...
My ADHD is kicking in. Okay. Because, Jonas, we love torturing you. It's fun, okay? But if the banana breaks, oh, that's true. That happens a lot, elevator lady. That's a lot of visits that occur in emergency departments, are people breaking off certain things in certain parts of their body. Kind of dark, but it happens. Happens a lot, apparently. Not that I would know. I would not know personally. Let's put it that way. I've heard stories. Okay. So let's see what else. Let's see what else we have here. Boop a doop boop boo. La ba da ba ba ba. Oh God. Oh my God. Jonas sent a good one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ew. Okay, this was sent
Today
to
I want
us
to talk
by
about
Macon.
the sex bot.
This was sent to us by Macon. Yeah, Dodonko. How do you feel about your better half being a sock dem? My better half being a sock dem. Matt Sai guy, he's not a sock dem. Like literally, he's not really a sock dem. I don't know why he said that, but he's a socialist anyway. But regardless, even if he was a sock dem, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I would still be okay with it. Okay, so okay, so vegan person. So because you're talking about it, we don't have to debate this. I'm not trying to question your faith, but you do keep mentioning it, so I'm just going to mention something. You say the Bible is only true when it comes to matters of moral and faiths, faith and morals. What about the morals that are contradicted in the Bible? There are parts of the Bible that say, that the Bible says that kind of promotes slavery in some ways. Is that a moral that should be followed then? What about the parts of that's okay. What about the parts of the Bible where God, for example, tortures the man named Job? The whole book of Job is just God torturing this guy and making his life miserable to win a competition. Is that a good moral teaching? My point is like, I'm not quite sure. The Bible contradicts itself and also has bad morals. So does that mean it's a good source of moral teaching? It's just a no. And listen, believe what you want, but I know you keep mentioning it. Okay. So let's go on here. This was sent to us by Macon. I hate the AI robo teacher. All right.
That a New York State school tried to put in a high school classroom. If you've seen this news, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, then you're probably already appropriately horrified, but please allow me to increase your horror substantially. Back in June, it was announced that the world's first AI-powered humanoid robot would start tutoring students in a public school classroom in New York State. My immediate knee-jerk reaction upon seeing the photos that accompanied these articles was, that's a sex bot. Then I thought, hey, that's not fair.
Exactly.
I don't see an attractive woman and immediately assume she's a...
So this is about that robot where they're trying to create they're trying to create AI robots, okay?
Sex worker. Maybe this is just my own internalized misogyny, reducing a woman to her sexual prowess just because she has giant false eyelashes and big plump lips. But then I saw an article that used a photo of the male version, and I thought,
ew, God, that's so terrifying.
Oh no, it's got to be something else, because that too is definitely a sex bot. So I read on, and even this obvious glazing press release republished in full by a local news site includes the following paragraph buried near the bottom. Recent reporting has also identified Realbotix' prior business ventures. Formerly known as Tokens.com, the company purchased sex doll company Real Doll in 2024.
Ew. Oh my God, they're literally turning sex dolls into robots to teach kids. That's bizarre. All right.
Okay. Yeah, things are starting to
right,
make a little bit more sense, huh? Now, I wasn't alone in noticing the sex dullness of it all.
As I recall, didn't they cancel this purchase? I thought I read yesterday that they ended up canceling it because of all the pushback they got. But the fact that they were even considering doing this is insane. To replace human teachers, that's crazy. All right.
And a lot of bloggers and social media users ran with the news. Some idiot school superintendent bought a sex doll to put in a classroom. Realbotix did not appreciate that, and fairly quickly, articles started getting deleted or edited after the company got in touch. That local news piece, in fact, was edited to include a statement from the company that reads in part, "For clarity, some media reports have falsely connected the Salamanca project to an adult product or adult products business. The Salamanca robot is a newly manufactured, purpose-built educational unit." Salamanca, by the way, is the name of the school district. "No existing product or hardware is being modified or repurposed for the school. Realbotix LLC focuses exclusively on non-adult commercial applications, including healthcare and education. No adult products company has any involvement in the Salamanca project or in any product or project developed by Realbotix."
No, I know, Loiso. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a funny note, but it's still bizarre to have robots. I know you agree with that, but like, it's just a funny note that they used to be sex robots. It's kind of silly.
Realbotix LLC, separate companies. Wow, okay, sounds like all that sex doll stuff was straight up defamation, right? Well, is it though? According to Gizmodo, Realbotix LLC is a subsidiary of Realbotix Corporation, which was known as Tokens.com until May 2024. That rename followed an April 2024 deal in which Tokens.com acquired Simulacra Corporation, a holding company whose subsidiaries included Realbotix LLC, Anthropomorphic Figure Dynamics, and a company called Abyss Creations. Abyss Creations is the manufacturer of Real Doll, the quite famous $6,000 life-size sex doll. Now, I read all this more or less verbatim because it seems to be what Realbotics LLC has approved, and I don't want to get sued. But yeah, I do find it pretty laughable how aggressively this company is trying to distance themselves from the sex dolls. In fact, I found this article from January of last year that states that while Realbotics' flagship model, Aria, can't provide physical intimacy, she was being marketed as a companion who can provide
That is kind of scary looking. The sex doll part isn't that, I don't really care, but this face is kind of scary looking. I don't like it. That's like a horror film. Elevator lady, there's no way there's not one owner of a real doll in this community. Yeah. Wait, what's a real doll? A real doll of a real doll? One owner of a real doll.
emotional intimacy.
You mean like a sex doll?
What we call the girlfriend experience, basically.
Yeah.
They then go on to say that she isn't just for romantic relationships either, as its construction makes her suitable for industries requiring personal interaction with humans, such as education.
By the way, guys, this is really bad because kids are not stupid, okay? A lot of people think that children are somehow dumb. They're not. Especially older kids, like teenagers, they're not stupid. They will find a very easy way to manipulate these things once they're in the classroom. I can guarantee you they will find a way to mess with these things so that they don't have to do what they need to do to learn. I can almost guarantee that if they don't have supervision from a human being. Like, at least for now, maybe these things will get better in the future, but okay.
Research, healthcare, and entertainment. So yeah, it sounds like she isn't
Tater, I don't even want to know. I have no idea what it's looking at, and I don't want to find out.
Sex bot. You can't have sex with her, but she is a romance bot, a companion bot. Oh, okay, great. Glad we sorted that out. Why is this such a big deal? Well, it's obvious.
Oh, I totally agree, Lois. So sex workers should absolutely be allowed to become teachers as long as they weren't exploiting people, 100%.
Why the idea of a sex robot in the classroom is such a clickable headline. And it's also obvious why the company would prefer to avoid those headlines at a time when the far right is increasingly obsessed with grooming happening in our schools. Although, of course, the far right lunatics obsessed with sex in the classroom are really just trying to push out LGBTQ people and seem like they have no problem with AI. In fact, they are AI people. So I don't think there's much concern there. But even though I mock the far right's performative outrage over anything involving sex in the classroom, I do think it's worth exploring why this specific doll is problematic. And don't worry, I am going to get to the other problems.
I don't care, though. Listen, I don't care about it being a former sex doll. I really don't. It's silly. It is kind of silly that they're using. It's just kind of funny. It's kind of comedic. But it doesn't matter if that. But okay, what is your point?
But I saw that the school superintendent addressed concerned parents, educators, and experts in this way, as described by the New York Times. If this looked like a golden retriever and did exactly the same thing, I don't think we'd have as many people here, Mr. Beeler said at the meeting. But because it looks like a human, everybody seems to have some either excitement about it and are encouraged by it, or have some concerns. Wow, that's actually a great point.
Yeah,
why doesn't the robot...
Tater Tot, you know how it goes, Tater Tot. Some days we're crazy in here, okay?
Look like a golden retriever, but do the exact same thing. Why does it look like anything at all? The AI tutor can answer questions or provide guidance from a laptop. But obviously, this company wants to sell an expensive product, so they've made this robot. Why not make it a dog robot? Honestly, if it were a dog robot, I would have a much harder time convincing people that this is an awful idea, because who doesn't love a dog?
Oh my fucking God. Jonas, I hate you so much. I'm not going to say what you said, Jonas, but you know exactly what you're doing.
Even a dog robot. But it's not a dog.
No, LaCroix, no Bigfoot robots.
It's not a humanoid alien. It's not a man. It's not a kindly grandmother. It's not a middle-aged woman with average height, weight, and features. No, it's a weird gooner's idea of a perfect young woman, which is how I and a bunch of other people immediately thought sex bot when we saw it. She has lip filler. She has Instagram face. Why? Like, sure, obviously, if this is their base model that they change into whatever they need, and the thing they initially were selling was a romance doll, then sure, it makes sense. But the company claims they can make it look like anything. According to the New York Times, the students picked her features, and presumably the school staff approved it. And I just got to say,
I don't
wow,
wanna do
is that...
No, the student shouldn't be able to pick the teacher's features. That is weird to me. I don't like that. Okay, it doesn't fucking matter. So what if no student ever picks a black teacher or some shit? Like they shouldn't be able to pick the fucking teacher's features. That's weird. That's so strange. And that like reinforces societal norms. It could reinforce racist norms. All right.
Fucked up. It's so fucked up that everyone involved in this project
isn't that weird, Lois?
could not imagine.
Like just randomize it. Randomize what different teachers look like based off something. I don't know. Find some fair way to do it.
A submissive tutor in the classroom that didn't look like a female fuck doll. Okay, so that's the issue I have. And I do find that to be an interesting debate about how we view women and how we view these robot helpers. But let me just put the rest of this out there. Even if she looked like a golden retriever,
Jonas,
this would still be a complete disaster.
I swear to God, Jonas, you get a bonk. Bonk!
The students give the doll their ID, which the doll logs in order to build a history with each student that it can reference. Which means it'll be logging personal sensitive information. And we know now that it doesn't matter if that information includes the student's name or photo. With enough personal information, you can figure out whose data that is. The superintendent even demonstrated the chatbot by pretending to be a student concerned about another student being suicidal. Imagine these poor...
I know, Dodongo. She needs to adjust her monitor because we can tell she's reading. I can tell she's reading from a script. Okay.
Kids have so few resources that they need to give that information to a fucking chatbot, which then logs the information for future use. It's a privacy nightmare, especially when you see how often AI companies in particular fuck this up. For instance, last week, a bunch of Redditors learned that Anthropic's Claude chat logs were appearing in Google searches,
so guys,
unbeknownst to the people.
Back during COVID, there were a lot. I don't know if anyone ever heard about this in the news. It is. You're right, Jonas. I'm sorry, Jonas. I know it's supposed to be Friday Fun Day. I know this isn't that fun, but you know how our Friday Fun Days normally go. They're often not that fun. But here, I can laugh more. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Listen, back during COVID, there were a lot of teachers, literally, who had an issue with people literally hacking into, I don't know if the right word is hacking, people from outside the classroom entering in their classrooms and showing pornography or showing inappropriate photos to the kids. I am not fucking joking. Joking. This happened in a school district I was teaching in during COVID, where there were several schools where someone or something was hacking in to teachers' Zoom calls and displaying, Zoom bombs. That's exactly what they are, McGinn. And it might not have even been hacking. It might have just been someone got the access codes or whatever. But, well, actually, in several cases, they actually took over control of the Zoom call from the teacher. Okay? The teacher's Zoom call was taken control of, and the teacher wasn't able to shut it down. So, like, whatever it is, I'm not quite sure how it happens, whatever it would happen. I suspect that so things like that could happen with these robots, okay? Like, I worry that people could, if you're not careful with the security of them, which I doubt these companies will be because they're always horrible with security. Anyway, that's just one thing to think about. If they don't set them up right, and I don't know enough about them to know how hard that is to do, but Jesus.
People who chatted about sensitive medical information or their children's names and phone numbers. Further, it turns out that the school where this test run was supposed to happen is 40%.
It might be Tater Tot. Sometimes YouTube is weird sometimes. I don't get it, Tater Tot. YouTube sometimes is really fucking weird. Okay, Jonas, people also found ways to use AI to make a cam recording on Zoom to pretend they're paying attention. Yes, Jonas, that is true.
Native American.
I had a student, guys, who was on Zoom, and he was like an 11th grader. He was 17 years old. He was 17 years old, 16 to 17. And because he was at home, he would sometimes forget he was on camera in front of a teacher. So what do you know? I'm sitting there. I come into the classroom, and he's sitting there with a bawn, taking a massive hit from a bawn. And then even after I started, like, I get in front of the camera, he noticed me and then just sits it down, as if I wouldn't have seen him holding it. It was, like, really fucking funny. Obviously, I had to have he got in a lot of trouble, obviously, as per the rules of the school and stuff, but, like, just be careful. I don't care. But I have to report that shit and, like, you have to be in trouble if you do that shit. Of course I snitched. I had to snitch, guys. All the other kids saw it. If I would have been, if you know what would happen? If I don't report that, you know what'll happen? The kids will go tell their parents, "Oh my God, there was a kid smoking," and the teacher was like, "Eh." Of course I have to report that shit. Okay. Anyway, like, very funny. But just be careful. Don't do it. When he graduated, I made a joke to him about it. I'm like, "Hey, buddy, I hope you know I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm sorry I had to do that to you, okay? Just be more careful." Okay. So anyway. Anyway, all right.
If you aren't aware, the United States and Canada has a
I know you're all like you're a narc. You're a narc. Okay, you guys don't know what it's like to be a teacher, so back up. Okay, back up.
nasty history of experimenting on Native children in schools.
Yes.
And these populations tend to be poorer and more underserved than average. This doll cost a whopping $58,000. The superintendent swears it wasn't going to replace any teachers, but that's not the point. The point is that money could have gone towards hiring an actual human tutor to help these kids, or a counselor, or any number of school supplies or technologies that will actually benefit the students. Instead, they got a creepy doll that exists primarily to make a corporation money by selling more to other schools when it's normalized, and also by furthering the myth that AI is inevitable, that kids have to use it in order to survive the future. Bullshit. That is Wizard of Oz, man behind the curtain bullshit. And as Gizmodo points out, there's nothing this company could tell me that would make me believe they aren't going to use the information this thing gets to train their other bots and make them better, probably to the point where they actually can be sold to replace teachers.
Yeah.
It all sucks and I hate it. And I applaud the locals who banded together to yell at that superintendent.
Dodongo says Elon Musk probably putting his full fortune behind sex robots. Listen, Elon Musk has a pregnancy kink. I should probably follow that up with more information. It's very clear that Elon Musk likes impregnating women. It's like, it seems to be a kink of his. I'm not even joking. He has so many kids, and he's kind of made comments before that implies he gets kind of aroused by impregnating, a breeding kink. Thank you. So I don't know if he would actually want a sex robot unless that sex robot can get pregnant. Okay, so like, I'm just saying, that's just an interesting thought. Okay. Maybe he might not actually want to. You're right, Dodongo? I don't know. He wants to combat the great replacement by having a huge number of kids. Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic. Jonas, sorry, Mick Jin says, "Oh God," I know, right? Jonas says he also has a racial war kink. That's true. I guess that's what happens when you grow up in South Africa.
Until he finally said he would pause the implementation of this thing.
Ew.
This shit is
POB. Ew, God, don't make us think of that. Disgusting. A world of Elon Musk's. Oh,
not inevitable. And if one of those dolls ever does end up in a poor, underserved high school, I genuinely hope that it's one that's a lot like the one where I went to school, because if so, then that doll is going to be a smoldering pile of silicone in the corner of the girls' room by the end of
Elon Musk vegan. Elon Musk has a breeding king.
its first week.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, that was it. All right. Yeah, that's pretty fucking messed up. Okay. All right. Yeah, he does. So okay. I'm gonna put my face up. Let me see here. Boop, 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 boop. Face up. All right, guys. Hi. Hello. Hello, folks. I love that she ends her videos with her cute. I know that it was adorable. I'm still have it pulled up because I can look at her cute little doggo. So adorable. All right, folks. How's everyone doing out there? Damn it, elevator lady. Let me finish, elevator lady. Let me say it. I didn't even say that yet, elevator lady. I didn't even say that yet. Okay. Listen, wait, guys, wait, stop. Everyone, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic, okay? Listen, no, POB, don't be sad. Guys, wait, don't panic, okay? I said before, and I said yesterday, vegan, don't panic, vegan. Matt Saigai, Loiso, don't you panic. Listen. I think exactly, Jonas. Thank you, Jonas. Jonas says what I've already told you multiple times, that I have to read Quabwa, I swear to God. Quabwa, you know that makes me sad. I hate that fucking one. I'm going to make it so that you guys can't send me the sad cat because it makes me sad. I'm sorry, vegan person. I promise. Listen, guys. Dodongo, okay, guys, I said yesterday and I said today that I would need to leave earlier because I have to get on the road. Okay? You're damn right he is, Matt Saigai. You're fucking right he is. Okay? So anyway, elevator lady, stop crying. How about this? How about this, guys? How about this? How about we play one round of the food game? How about we play one round of the Tater Tot? Don't you give me that look, Tater Tot. How about we play one round? Do some gay stuff for me. I will gladly do that for you, Laquabwa. How about we play one? Jonas, I swear to God, Jonas says, I'm happy for you. Go enjoy your time and leave us, just like my dad left me. Jonas, I swear. Okay, you know what? We're going to play one round of the food game because you've all shamed me. Okay, we're going to play one round of the food game. One round of the food game. All right, so let's play a round of the food game. Okay, for those who have not been in the community when we've played the food game, we're just going to play the food game, okay? I just said this 1,000 times. Food guesser. We're going to play food guesser. Now, food guesser, invalid axiom. I'm sorry, invalid axiom. Then bye-bye. Fuck you then, okay? Food guesser. So, whatever. I hate all of you. I hate you all. Sam's throat is going to get worse on Monday. Matt Saigai, I fucking swear to God. Okay. All right, so let's play a round of the food game, quick match. All right, so this is how this game works. All right, up on the screen will be an image of a kind of food. I will read to you, I will show you the images, I will read to you the ingredients, and then you all have to work together to guess. Wait, Philly cheese, wait! Did I say start? Anyway. I will tell you the name of the ingredients in the food item, and then you will all have to guess as a community what country the food comes from. Okay? Every time you get it, we have 5 chances on each food item. Okay? Hello, Cheshire Cat Smiles. Okay? Calm down, vegan. Every time you guess, we have 5 chances on each food item. Okay? All right. So let's take a look at this one. This looks good. Ooh, this looks good. This looks delicious. Okay. Ooh, that looks like Japan. Ground meat, onion, breadcrumbs. You guys can start. Breadcrumbs, egg, salt, pepper, flour, panko, oil, Worcestershire sauce, cabbage. This kind of looks to me like it might be Japan, which I said first, so I get the credit for it. I'll say I said it first. Japan, because I'm pissed at all of you. Okay? I said it. All right? Japan. It's not a lie. I said it first, Philly cheese. Okay, I know you said it first. Whatever. Japan. Yay! We got it. Rigged. POB. So this is it was katsu, menchi katsu. So 500 points. Next one. Loiso said, "Okay, get the fuck out to Indianapolis. I'm over you." Okay, fine. Okay, no. This is crab fat, garlic, rice, soy sauce, green onions, eggs, butter, black pepper, calamansi juice, fish sauce, shrimp, onion, ginger. The Philippines or Indonesia, you think? Anyone agree or disagree with that? Indonesia? Crab fat, that's fine. Indonesia? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people. Jonas says, I don't know where it's from, but it probably tastes like betrayal. Jonas, I swear to God, Jonas. Okay, well, we'll try Indonesia. We'll try Indonesia. It'll tell us how close we are geographically. No, we are warm, though. It's to the north of Indonesia. Do we think it might be the Philippines? It could be the Philippines. It could be Southeast Asia. It could be, I mean, of course, it could be Southeast Asia. It could be Malaysia. Let's try Malaysia. Malaysia. We'll try Malaysia. Oh, no. To the north of Malaysia. So, out to the northeast of Malaysia. Let's try the Philippines. Let's try the Philippines. You are on thin ice, Philly cheese. Do you hear me, Philly cheese? You're on fucking thin ice. Okay? I am this close, Philly cheese. I am this fucking close. Okay. We'll try Philippines. Okay, we'll try the Philippines. Philippines, excuse me. Philippines. Oh, wait. Oops, there's an H there. I'm dumb. Philippines. Okay. Yay, it was the Philippines. Yay. Who said Philippines first? You get a boop. Yes, you did, Philly cheese. You get a boop. Boop. All right. Good job, Philly cheese. Okay, I forgive you for all your crimes against me today. Next one. So, guys, we no longer have 100%, but we have to get gastronomical genius, or I'll be mad. Okay, this looks repulsive. I mean that as a compliment. I'm sorry, I don't, but it doesn't look great. Okay, so this is what is this? This looks like slop. Okay, this is eggplant, egg, tomato, onion, garlic, oil, salt, pepper, fish sauce, bell pepper, chili cheese. You think it's the Philippines? You think this is the Philippines? This dish features grilled eggplants that are peeled and then sauteed with beaten eggs, tomatoes, onions, and sometimes garlic. No Cheshire Cat smiles? Because there's nothing negative about Ohio. There's nothing negative about Ohio. Greece? You think it's Greece? I'm trying to racially profile, but I don't think I should do that. Okay, fine. We can try. You think Canada? Okay, let's try Greece. We'll try Greece. Dion, welcome back, Dion. Let's try Greece, okay? We'll try Greece, and then if it isn't Greece, I will be very fucking angry. Okay, I'll be very fucking angry at all of you. Then we'll try the Philippines. Oh, ice cold. Ice fucking cold. Who the fuck said Greece? Who gets okay, fine, Philly cheese, fine. I will try the Philippines because weirdly enough, no. Whoever said Greece, you all get a fucking bonk. Bonk! The Philippines. We'll try the Philippines next. Hello, Dion. I'm sorry you had to come in here. Cheshire Cat, don't you raise a torch against me. Welcome, Dion. I'm sorry you came in at a bad moment when the community's being very, very naughty. Okay? Let's try the Philippines again. Oh my fucking God. Why is Philly cheese so right today? Jesus Christ. Is it like, what is going on? Okay. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Sorry, Dion. I apologize, everyone. I'm sorry, Dion. I promise the community is normally better. I'm kidding. They're doing fine. I'm just being an asshole. So, okay. Looks good. It's amazing that you knew that, Philly cheese. I'm like, I don't normally think to myself, oh my God, Philly cheese is so good at this game. So this is the first time I've ever felt that way about the sandwich. Okay, who would have thought that the sandwich is an expert at food? All right, yeah, Philly cheese both won the Kahoot today. Yes, vegan person, I will say vegan person, you have been a good person. You've been a good boy. The rest of you have been very naughty today, and it's very infuriating. Okay, let's take a look at these pictures. All right. Rice, water, pumpkin, sweet potato. Jonas, I'm not going to allow that message to go through because I don't like you. So, rice, water, pumpkin. Okay, fine. Rice, water, pumpkin, sweet potato, corn, spinach, kale, basil, chilies, spring onion, salt, pepper, shallots, garlic, fish or meat broth, coconut milk. Yeah, and I ignored it, Philly cheese. Okay, you're right. Fine, Jonas gets the credit for the last one. Whatever, fine. This is Nigeria, really, outer signal? Okay. Outer signal. Where have you been? Like, is it just me or has outer signal been like not in the chat? Like, I feel like outer signal has just popped. You know what? I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. It's whatever. It's fine. So here, this is Nigeria. Okay. Outer signal. You gave us the wrong signal. That is not outer signal. The right answer. It's not Nigeria. Okay? This rice, water, pumpkin, sweet potato, corn, spinach, kale. Okay? Corn, spinach, kale, basil, chilies, spring onions, salt, pepper, shallots, garlic, fish, or meat broth, coconut milk. This dish is vibrant, hearty porridge combining rice. Okay? Combining rice. It is ice cold. It's nowhere near. It is nowhere near Nigeria. Outer signal. Okay? Often served with condiments like salted fish, chili paste, or sliced spring onions. It boasts a delightful blend of flavors and textures. Okay? The thick, nourishing consistency makes it a popular breakfast choice. And it's to the northeast. Well, no, northeast, south, or southeast. Could be the southeast of Nigeria. So southeast, what do we think? It might be somewhere else on the African continent. Do you want to try like Kenya or something? Let's try Kenya. Just for shits and giggles, Kenya. Nope. Okay, nope. It's definitely not in Africa. Okay, so it's way, way, way to the east of Kenya. Way, 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 way. Okay, New Zealand. Okay, actually, let's try New Zealand. Why not? New Zealand. Nope. It's to the northwest of New Zealand. And we're cold, so it's still far away. This is disastrous. This is fucking disastrous. Okay, this is goddamn disastrous. Do we think it's the Philippines again? If it's the Philippines again, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try the Philippines because I'm Philippine pilled now. Oh, nope, but we're warm. Oh my God, we're like one away from getting this one wrong. It's to the south of the Philippines and we're warm. Maybe it's Indonesia. Let's fucking try. Let's try Indonesia. Like, we're all going to flunk this one. We all were doing well and now we failed. Oh my God, I was right. Oh my God. Thank you. Everyone needs to thank me. Everyone say, Casual Revolt, you're the smartest person in here and you're always right. Okay? And you all know it's true. So you better say it right now. Okay? Oh, Dion said it? Dion, did I miss you saying that? God damn it. No, Dion didn't say it. Did Dion say the Indonesia? Did Dion say Indonesia? Did I miss Dion? Oh, yes, Dion was right. Oh, my fucking God. Dion, you get a boop. Boop. Dion was correct. Dion gets a boop for getting it right. Everyone needs to take note from Dion. Dion knows his shit. their shit, her shit, whoever's shit it is, okay? All right? So, okay. All right. So, Outer Signal is gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to Casual Revolt's community. They've gifted a total of 51. Thank you so much, Outer Signal. Really, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you, Dion, okay? Thank you very much, Outer Signal, for the 5 gifted subs. I deeply appreciate you, really, okay? All right. So, whatever, Matt, I hate you so much. Let's go to the next one. Happy birthday to me and Philly Cheese. Oh my God, Outer Signal, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Outer Signal and Philly Cheese. Happy birthday, Outer Signal and Philly Cheese. Happy birthday, Outer Signal and Philly Cheese. Happy birthday, Philly Cheese and Outer Signal. Aw, all right. Thank you. Happy birthday, everyone. We love you all very much. Thank you so much, Outer Signal, for those donations. Okay, seriously. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Next round. Enough of the love. This is definitely Germany or this is Germany or Poland. Okay, this is literally sauerkraut. Yeah, this is definitely German. Sauerkraut, pork belly, sausages, potatoes, or well, it actually might be is this Hunter stew? This is Hunter stew, I think. So this would be Germany. Germany. God damn it. Okay, southwest of Germany. Southwest of Germany. What is it? Fucking Switzerland or some shit. Okay, Switzerland. We'll try Austria after it. Switzerland. Nope. Southwest of Switzerland? What the fuck is this? I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Okay, is it Spain? It's okay, it can't be Spain. It borders Switzerland. Borders Germany and Switzerland. Is it France? Don't tell me it's France. Yeah, right. No, Dion. It's like isn't this like Hunter stew? Like all right. Oh, come on. This is not France. Fuck you. Okay, I guess it is. But like okay, but traditional well, no wonder Alsace. Of course Alsace. Because Alsace and Lorraine has gone back and forth between France and Germany. Okay. So they stole this from Germany and now they're saying it's French. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. You were right, Dion. I forgive you. This is a crime. We only got Super Foodie. I hate this. I hate this. I hate that we only got Super Foodie. Oh my God. This is a crime against humanity. Okay, you know what? That's fine. All right, I'm going to put my face up. I'm depressed now. Now, guys, look. Philly Cheese, I don't need your fucking sass, Philly Cheese. It might be your fucking birthday, but I don't give a shit. You understand? Anyway, so guys, I'm going to leave now very depressed because you all failed me miserably. You've humiliated the fucking community. You've humiliated me. You've humiliated the community. You've humiliated yourselves. This is absolutely humiliating for all of you. Okay, I'm the only one that's not fully humiliated because it's hard to humiliate me because I'm just so great. Yeah, I know. Me too. Right. Alsace is very nice, Dion. Okay. Anyway, Jay Williams, I swear to God. All right, guys. Jonas says, I hope you hit every red stop on the way there. By the way, it's red. You know what, Jonas? Whatever. Okay. I hope you don't get stuffed, Sam. I hope I do, Matt Saigai. Anyway, that's okay. I forgive you, Tater Tot. I forgive you. I forgive just you, Tater Tot. Dodongo says, most of my time is spent doing jokes, though. I know, Dodongo. I love it. Okay. Don't speed on the way to get there. How dare you? Yes, the last time I went to Indianapolis, I got a speeding ticket, but we don't need to remember that. Cheshire Cat Smiles, don't you dare threaten me with that torch again. All right. Okay. So who's Dion? I'm so sorry. Oh, Dion is one of the people over here on Twitch. Okay. Auf Wiedersehen, Dion. Danke for your help. Okay. So let's go on here. I'm going to go, guys. You all know what I'm about to say, right? I'm going to find someone for to send you to, guys. I will be streaming again probably on Monday. I might stream on Sunday if I get back in time, but if not, you'll see me again on Monday. I will be on Discord a lot, though, so we can still chat and stuff on Discord. Please join our Discords. Our Discord, if you want to chat with me tomorrow, which is a day I normally stream, please chat with me tomorrow on Discord. It's linked at the top of the Twitch chat and the bottom of the YouTube chat. No, Matsega, I swear to God, okay? I swear to God. All right? I will post pics, Real Life Cat DJ, all right? So let me find someone to send you guys to. And in the meantime, you all know what I'm about to say, don't you? You all know exactly what I'm about to say. First of all, free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Never stop resisting. The easiest. Is it? Okay, 1 second. I guess the Discord link is invalid. I will make sure to here, I'm going to, I don't know why it, okay. Copy. So I'm now putting the Discord link in the chat. Okay, I'm putting the free all and come back. Yes, I put the I keep fixing it, Real Life Cat DJ. I have infinite number of uses. I keep fixing it, but then I have to keep redoing it. So there you go, guys. There is the Discord link. You're all disgraceful. I hate all of you. Okay. So there's the Discord link. I just posted it in both. It's it's not timing out because it literally says that it lasts forever. I have it for infinite amount of time and infinite uses. So I don't know if it's because other people are putting it up. Okay, fine. Maybe, Loisa, whatever. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I just posted it in there. Please join the Discord. It is now linked in the chat. It is linked in the chat. It should say Casual Revolt. Try it again, Dion. So anyway, first of all, free Palestine, free Sudan, free the Ukraine, free the Congo, free Iran, free Cuba, free everywhere all at once. Never stop resisting. The easiest way to resist is to think for yourselves. The easiest way to resist is to think for yourselves. That includes when you watch me. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. See what other people are saying. Don't get caught in an information silo because the easiest way to resist is to think for yourselves. We're living in a fascist moment in this country, and fascism thrives in an environment where people have lost faith in their democratic institutions, so they turn to more radical ends of the political spectrum. We need major reform in this country or revolutionary change. You cannot stand in the center against fascism. If you do, the fascists will walk all over you. Do not let the fascists walk all over you. Always resist the fascists. On the wall behind me is a sword. The name of that sword is Chainbreaker, and it's been passed down in my family since the American Civil War. Why do I and it's thought to have been responsible for the death of 7 slave owners. Why do I have it back there? I have it back there to remind everyone that our ancestors have made some major sacrifices for some of the things we have today, some of the rights we have, some of the freedoms. We cannot let their sacrifice go to waste, folks. Please do not let our ancestors' sacrifices go to waste, and always, 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 always fight for a better future. And on that note, folks, you all have an excellent, great rest of your day, weekend, etc. I do love you all very much. I'll be back to streaming regular hours next week. Okay. Please join the Discord, which again, I just reposted in the chat. If you want to join the Discord, and then you can chat to me over on Discord. Okay. I will have fun. I will try to be safe. You all do too. Love you all very much. I'm going to send you guys, the folks that are on Twitch, I'm going to send you to Tina 2. I'm going to send you over to Tina 2. All right. So let me send you to Tina 2. Raid Tina _2. No, Philly Cheese. No, Hassan Piker. Okay, Tina 2. All right. All right. Here we go. Tina 2. There we go. All right. If you'd like to join the raid, please do now. Tina 2 is a lefty. She's currently watching the conversation between Hassan Piker and Norman Finkelstein, which I deeply approve. Everyone, please join from Twitch who wants to join. Later, La Quabwa. I will chat with all of you over on Discord later. Okay. One more second here. Okay. And Gwen, I'm glad you're back, Gwen. I'm glad you're back, Gwen. By the way, I hope you're feeling better. Love having you here, of course. Bye-bye, guys. All right. For everyone else, you all have a good rest of your day, okay? Bye-bye, guys.
They capitulate, and I think they capitulate because of the woke culture.